Ashley Trevino, the inmate hopper, is a wannabe social media star who exclusively dates men that have been incarcerated for the worst crimes imaginable.
I'm an inmate hopper, of course I am. And guess what? If your boyfriend was in prison, I'd take him too, baby.
She neglects her children, begs for money, and is an all-round just horrible individual with a lot to talk about. And the first thing we'll be talking about is her ability to bag so many inmates, which she's very proud about, by the way, based on how much she fucking brags about it.
You're my 30th inmate. Did I not tell you that? You really are. I swear, I've been with 30 inmates. Ruby! I swear. I'm not with no one, just with you, but I've already married two.
Now, I don't know about you, but I don't think it's much of a flex to say that you've dated 30 people in general, because that means you're so bad at maintaining relationships that you've broken up 30 times by the time that you're 35, which is how old Ashley Trevino is. But when you add on top of that already supposedly embarrassing factoid that they're all inmates, it's like, well done, Ashley. Do you want a fucking biscuit? Do you want a badge of honor for getting such great catches? And also, whoever she's on the phone to, is it like an appealing thing that she's been with so many inmates before? Like, are they listening to that going, you know, I wasn't really that interested before, but now that I know you've bagged 30 actual fucking delinquents, actual menaces to society, who, by the way, some of them have committed the worst crimes you could ever fucking imagine, to the point where I'm not even sure if we can talk about all of them in this video. Does that, like, give whoever she's calling butterflies? Because if it does, I don't think that's somebody that any girl should get involved with ever, unless they're, I don't know, Margaret Thatcher. Nice bit of 1980s British politics humor. I'm sure you'll all understand that one. Now, this is without doubt my most requested video. A lot of the people in the comments have been requesting that I cover this topic, and after my deep dive, yeah, I can definitely see why. So I want to begin by going over, like, a relationship timeline of all the blokes that Ashley has so proudly dated on her TikTok account. But before that, be sure to subscribe to the channel. I just got my new camera, so now we have the camera and lens set up that I've always dreamt of. That's all on you. Thank you guys so much. We've got some really big plans for next year, and if you just want to be a part of that journey, then I'd really fucking appreciate it. Also, I'm only doing this video because you've requested it, so if you have any other requests or want me to do videos on anything else, feel free to leave it in the comments. So this man, Israel Gress, was Ashley's first husband, and they were high school sweethearts. It's quite a cute story when you look at it in a void and don't know anything that happens next. They were married for about 9 years, separating in 2015, and within this time, they had 2 kids together. I put 2 up on both my fingers, so that would be 4. They had 2 kids together. Now, whilst they separated in 2015, the official divorce was in 2017. He would then go on to remarry and had 2 more children outside of Ashley. However, it was always alleged that he would try to keep a relationship going with the 2 daughters that he had with Ashley. However, Ashley allegedly was not allowing this relationship to continue and was trying to cut the kids off from their father, which caused their relationship to eventually sour. And sadly, Israel did pass away to leukemia in 2023. Now, this is important for a couple reasons in this story. I guess firstly, the reason that we know this and the reason that this went so viral is because one of Israel's IRL friends allegedly made a post on Reddit that sparked a lot of attention, explaining a lot of the drama that was going down. Now, this post has been taken down, but there is sort of a repost on the Inmate Hopper subreddit explaining the whole thing. Apparently, Ashley was teaching her daughters to be hateful towards their new stepmom and stepsisters. She would also show up naked to his appointment before he got remarried to seduce him and leave his new girlfriend. Israel apparently left her everything, including enough for a home, but she crashed out when she realized he was leaving her for good because she cheated, so she lost everything. And also about how Israel, Haley, and Eve's dad tried to create a relationship with them, but Trashly molded them into hateful, spiteful children to get back at him. Trashly is, I guess, the nickname that people have come up with Ashley after everything we learned about her has come out. Now look, you might be thinking this is an insane accusation to make. There is no evidence either which way, but Ashley does display consistent, habitual, awful, narcissistic, vindictive, fucking evil, disgusting traits. I said disgusting twice, but mate, she is grim. And to show you proof of that, all I need to do is show you her reaction on TikTok Live to the death of her ex-husband and father of her children. Which for any normal person, if the father wasn't abusive or a dick in any way, which there is no evidence to support that he was, would be a sad one.
My kids already made videos, but their dad passed away today. He lost his life, and it's now me just raising my babies.
Now that is just heart-wrenching, isn't it? And rightfully so. She has every right to be sad because her ex-husband, the father of her daughters, has passed away. It's a greatly depressing moment in anybody's life, and you would not fault her for having this reaction. However, on the same stream, she has this reaction as well.
Fuck my baby daddy. Fuck my baby daddy. Oh, mine's dead.
Now that's a great bit of knee-slapping, gooch-licking comedy right there about the actual father of your daughters. It would be one thing if he was a confirmed piece of shit individual who was not doing anything good for your relationship or for the children, but to have those two simultaneous reactions so close to one another, in my opinion, it just goes to show that one of those reactions is fake. And when you take into account that that first reaction had no real tears, which is becoming a running trend on this channel, by the way, crocodile tears, I'm more inclined to believe that she actually doesn't really give a shit. Israel Gress was also not an inmate. He didn't go to jail, he didn't commit any crimes, so clearly he wasn't really Ashley's type either. Now, what's also rather distasteful is that Ashley is attempting to completely dismiss Israel from her life. Like, she is acting as though Israel was never even a father to those daughters, and that this new bloke, Isaiah Gonzalez, her second husband, was the real father. Now, this Isaiah Gonzalez is the first inmate that Ashley has publicly got with. He is currently incarcerated for aggravated robbery and arson. And by the way, it is completely untrue that her previous husband, Israel, the biological father of those girls, had no input in their lives. Like, they remember him for sure. There's plenty of pictures of the girls growing up with him in their life. And they're not just like menial, candid pictures either. They're like family photos specifically taken for it. It's clear that they had a bond, right? Whether it be a good one, a bad one, they had a bond. I don't like to read too much into like how good a relationship is based on a couple pictures, but they definitely knew each other. That much is for sure. Now here's a video of Ashley on TikTok Live once again, publicly pining over this man who is still in prison, by the way.
No. You're live. These were my bridal shower invites when me and him were gonna get married. Let's see. Ashley Lopez. That's my husband's last name. His nickname is Versace in prison, so I had Versace themed bridal shower.
Versace themed bridal shower does sound pretty fucking fire, to be fair, which, when you consider that Isaiah is an actual arsonist, makes a great combination now, doesn't it? It's also very interesting to me that she's acting as though Israel had no input in any of the girls' lives, but this bloke who is still in prison and has been in prison for their entire marriage is apparently like an actual father who is bringing home the dough and providing for her daughters. The only time and place those kids have ever met Isaiah, by the way, are the fucking prison visits. Now, obviously, these are very private moments, so there's no, like, pictures or videos of this. No, I'm lying. She posts fucking everything, even these intimate moments, which, for all intents and purposes, in my opinion, should be fucking private. And not only do we have these pictures of this bloke, this aggravated robber and arsonist meeting her two daughters, but we also have audio of her saying that her daughters never interact with any of the prisoners that she dates. And when you combine those two things together, oh man, it's like bread and butter. It's like flour and eggs and butter, and it makes for a sweet, sweet, sweet cake.
My kids have never been around any of the inmates that I talked to. The only one that they were around, and it was in a public area, was Jesse when he came home. And that was only when we took him to go eat at Chili's. My kids don't talk to these people. My kids are not there. My kids don't meet these people. It's crazy because y'all sit there and y'all, well, her kid's this, her kid's that.
Genuinely, how could you tell such a barefaced fucking lie when there are pictures on your Instagram exposing your lie? Anyway, guys, I know this might come as a shock to you, so genuinely brace yourselves for this, but believe it or not, the relationship between a mother of two and an aggravated robber slash arsonist who is still in prison didn't end up working out. I know, it's a real plot twist, isn't it? Fucking old boy would be envious of a plot twist like this one. But alas, it's true, and they're currently in the process of getting divorced, but they haven't done it yet. I think they're still legally married. I don't know how easy it is to get divorced to someone who is still in prison. I'm assuming that makes the whole legal process. I don't know if it'll make it easier or not, because there's a pretty good reason for divorce there. But fuck knows, man. I don't even know how you get into relationships with people in prison. I know a slight bit based on like the research I've done for this video. By the way, in regards to that whole thing, it is heavily alleged that Ashley sends out like digitally altered pictures of herself that make her look very different to the person she is to the prisoners to, I guess, seduce them, for lack of a better word, or convince them that it is a good idea to get with her. And there's a whole host of different theories and reasons that people are speculating and coming up with to, I guess, derive a sort of reason why she only exclusively goes for inmates. Some of these reasons include that it's very difficult for inmates to cheat on her, and then there's also the reason of if she picks someone who is a free man, they'll probably find someone better than her. Those are not my words, by the way, but that is what people think. I wouldn't be comfortable making an assertion either which way because I genuinely have no idea, but it is possible that that is what happened with, you know, her first husband. The relationship just turned to shit and he found someone else. There's no word on the street about him trying to keep a good relationship up with Ashley, but only the two daughters, because, you know, they are his children. Anyway, so up until this point, Ashley Trevino was like a niche internet micro-celebrity, a lot like me. But that all changes with her next husband, who is called Jesse. Also a lot like me. Jesse's my real name, for those who don't know, so not too sure how I feel about that, but is what it is, I guess, innit? Anyway, what did Jesse do? I like this. It's like a fun guessing game now, because anytime I bring up an inmate, you can guess what they tried to do. Well, not tried to do for a lot of them just fucking did the crimes. Anyway, Jesse was banged up for gang affiliation, possession of a firearm, and fleeing from the crime scene. He clearly didn't do a very good job fleeing because he was incarcerated, but whatever, right? And even though she was very adamant that Jesse was her husband and they both loved each other so much, apparently they were really toxic, like toxic as fuck. Again, shocking, I know. I thought a gang member with possession of a firearm who flees from crime scenes would be the ideal fucking boyfriend. I mean, doesn't somebody like that just seem like ideal picnic material? You sit down, you lay the blanket out, you get some scotch eggs, a bit of jelly, and then you can bask in the sun and talk about how many crime scenes you fled from. But anyway, yet another plot twist. They broke up as well, only 2 weeks after he was released from prison. Now, I wish I could see the interaction that the two had when he was actually released initially from prison, but obviously that's like super private. There's no footage of it on the internet. I'm sure you know where this goes by now. I'm fucking kidding. What is privacy to a girl like Ashley? Of course she live streamed his fucking prison release. Anyway, she claims that they later broke up because he was getting a lot of DMs from girls on Instagram. Maybe you shouldn't have made him a fucking celebrity with your huge following on TikTok, and that wouldn't have happened. Although I will say those girls who are DMing him are also fucking freaks. Go find someone better. Do something better with your life. You do not need a gang member. If he was willing to run away from a crime scene, then there's no doubt in my mind that he's willing to run away from a fucking relationship with you or Ashley. He'd have to be that new Chinese lassie who just fought in the UFC to keep this bloke tied down.
Oh, tell Jesse to tat your face on him. I don't need my face tatted on Jesse. I'm good. I don't need a tattoo to symbolize what I am to my husband, as long as I know where I stand with my husband. Me and my husband know what we have going on. It shouldn't matter. He's using me? What is he using me for? What is he using me for?
So there you go, that's footage of Ashley calling Jesse her husband already when she is still technically legally married to Isaiah, who, if you don't remember, was the arsonist. Let's bear that in mind. It's important, right? Don't forget any of the fucking law here. And Jesse's just sort of sat in the back, fiddling with his thumbs, knitting, it looks like. I'm sure he's not actually doing that, but it looks as though he is. He might as well be. He looks very disinterested in your fucking TikTok Live, which I couldn't imagine why, by the way. Hardened criminals seem like they would love TikTok Live. Anyway, if this couldn't get any more pathetic, they broke up, and after this breakup, Ashley was unable to accept the fact that he didn't want to be with her anymore, so she faked a pregnancy to try and reel him back in. Allegedly.
Y'all, Ashley was live last night and she confirmed she was pregnant. Allegedly. She then said that she went to the hospital. Allegedly. And that only one person knows. Allegedly.
Now, Ashley did a lot of, like, withering and wavering about whether or not she was actually pregnant because she was drinking and smoking a lot during her lives, and people were pointing out, hey, this is not exactly the best behavior if you're fucking pregnant. So she does a lot of backtracking and, like, it's none of your business if I'm pregnant or not. Why are people asking me so much? It's like, you're the reason that this is in people's heads.
I'm not gonna answer yes or no if I'm pregnant. That's not what I'm gonna do. You're gonna have to wait. Y'all are not anybody important to me. So for me to just sit here and say, no, I'm not pregnant. Yes, I'm pregnant. Y'all are not important to me. I don't even know you.
But the only reason people are asking is because you said you were pregnant, and then you've not liked the people's reactions to you saying that you were pregnant, and you don't want to come out as a liar and be like, oh no guys, don't worry, I'm not pregnant, don't worry. Because you know that whilst, yes, that would sort of clear your image in terms of the drinking and smoking, it would also confirm you to be a fucking awful liar. You really didn't think this one through very much, did you, Mrs. Trevino? Or I guess it would be Miss, because you're still technically married. But yeah, you can't just go from, yeah, I'm pregnant, guys. I'm really pregnant. Jesse, please come back. Please. Which, by the way, is something that I've also personally heard a lot in my life. But yeah, you can't just go from that to ask no questions, I tell you no lies. Look, you guys aren't important to me, right? I don't need to tell you fucking anything. But then in later videos, she does just straight up say things that are pretty fucking definite, pretty concrete.
But to be honest, you guys, I'm so scared because It's been since Eviana, and after her, I had 2 miscarriages from my ex-boyfriend in 2017 and 2018. We had 2 miscarriages, so I'm scared. I took like 3 tests last week, well this week, after my BD passed away. That's why I'm trying to look for my own place. I am leaving it in God's hands, and if it's not His will, then, you know,
I mean, she says she's scared, but she doesn't seem like a very good actor. She wasn't crying when she was pretending to cry. She just sort of reads chat. She does TikTok live as she always does. And she's got some sort of fucking weird Latino Street Fighter music, it sounds like, in the background. I think that's just because the mic is so bad that it's distorting the actual instruments there, but that's what it sounds like to me. Not exactly the greatest soundtrack for you to talk about your potential miscarriage now, is it? Now, later on, she did claim that she lost the baby due to stress, and as much as everything does sound and seem like a really conveniently timed plan, and a bunch of lies being told, and a bunch of inconsistencies, as well as a weird, desperate ploy to get Jessie back into her life, as much as everything does line up for it to be a complete lie, I'm like 90% sure it was a lie. I don't want to say it for sure, I don't want to make any definitive truths about that, because if it does eventually come out that this is like a real miscarriage that she has suffered, then that is genuinely fucking awful. I wouldn't wish that upon anyone, and I would feel really bad making the assertion, the accusation here, that she is a 100% confirmed liar. That being said though, what I am comfortable saying is that even if this is true, she has gone about it in the most ridiculous, stupid way possible. In my opinion, any influencer or any person online who does become pregnant shouldn't announce the pregnancy until they are sure the baby is happy and healthy, they've got all the ultrasounds back, everything is confirmed to be okay. Because if the worst does end up happening, then they're gonna have to not only go through the pain of losing their baby, but they're also going to have to go through the pain of everybody on the internet knowing that it's happened, and if you're not ready for that, it can be really fucking awful. Far be it from me to tell anyone how to announce their pregnancy. You can do what you want, but that is personally what I would do if I was ever in that situation. But anyway, when this whole plan to get Jessie back by publicly talking about it didn't work, she did what every mature adult does, and cry about how much she misses him on TikTok Live, showing videos of them together. Because that's what normal people do. What a fucking cute video of a gang member quite honestly looking completely disinterested in you, Ashley.
Guys, I think I'm about to hop off. You guys. Okay.
First of all, beautiful music. Sounds very nice, even over the shit microphone. The caption here is Ash crying after going live with Jessie and hearing his voice. So I don't know if this is like Jesse's song or if he's a musician or whatever. If he is, props. I can definitely see why you went with him, despite him being a gang member, possessing a firearm, and running away from the crime scene. Because at the very least, at least he has some fucking pipes on him, because that shit is straight fire. Talk to the arsonist. But now onto the meaty bit of this video, the crying about it on TikTok Live. Me personally, if I ever was on TikTok Live, never going to fucking happen, by the way. But if I were streaming on any platform even, if I felt myself crying or getting emotional because of a video that I was watching, and I did not want to be emotionally available or vulnerable on the internet that day, the second I felt that sort of weird wash of shame and like despair in my stomach that you get before you cry, I would go, alright guys, cheers for watching, I think I'm gonna end the stream now, bye. I wouldn't sit there and sob for like a minute straight and talk about, I might end the stream, but I don't know, I might be hopping off. These fucking TikTok-brained lunatics on TikTok Live, I will never understand that sort of mentality. You have to be a little bit tapped in the head to do this sort of thing as a career, which I guess is why I understand a bit more why she only goes for inmates, because she clearly is not somebody who thinks like a normal person does. Which, just to be clear, is not an excuse for fucking anything. It's just an observation that I'm making.
You know, if you would have asked me, let's say 5 months ago. If you would have asked me 5 months ago, in June, and you would have asked me 5 months ago, how would your life be in October? I would have told y'all, I'm gonna have the perfect husband, I'm gonna have my baby on the way, we're gonna have a house, we're gonna be a happy family. And it didn't work out that way. And if you know and you followed me since May, you know why I'm saying that. Sav, thank you. If you followed me since May, you know why I'm saying that. I literally seen this time of the year, last year, with a white picket fence, my husband, my kids, because all the promises he told me. Blue, thank you. Maya with the freaking galaxy, thank you, babe. Because of all the freaking promises he sent me last year. When I come home, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. I said, oh my God, this time next year we'll be a family. We'll have our own kids on the way. We'll be married.
I don't mean to victim blame here. He's obviously, you know, a dick for saying all those things and then leaving you after 2 weeks. I mean, he's obviously just a dick in general because he's been incarcerated for 3 felonies. But on that note, why would you so strongly and certainly believe the promises made by a 3-time felon, who, by the way, you haven't even properly met yet outside of fucking prison visits? It's like, if you really took all those promises to heart and believed them with every ounce of your fucking body, mind, and soul, and now you think it's appropriate to cry on TikTok Live about how much you love this man and how he betrayed you, it's like, God, man, you just need to get a grip and get off the fucking internet. Genuinely. I don't really take much pleasure making videos like this, mainly because there's 2 daughters involved. Like, there are 2 kids involved who have to deal with having this for a fucking mother. They have to deal with having a new criminal stepfather in the house every other fucking week. That cannot be a good upbringing for anyone. And when you add on top of that this is like a weird family channel dynamic as well, where the kids are constantly being posted on the internet for all to see, it's like the 2 worst things ever are combining. Family channels and actual hardened criminals.
Then on May 4th, when I added him back to my tablet, he was like, hey mamas, thank you for plugging me back up. I missed you so much. I'm super happy to have you back in my life. I ain't gonna lie. I can't wait to get out and be with you. And that was on May 4th. These were all broken promises, bro. I will never be able to forgive. And y'all can record this, make a video. I don't care. I won't be able to forgive this.
I don't think anybody's losing sleep over the fact that you'll never be able to forgive Jesse. I'm not in bed writhing around in pain like, oh God, I would be sleeping so peacefully if Ashley would just grant her wonderful embrace of forgiveness on a convicted criminal who has been incarcerated for 3 bastard felonies. Like, just do whatever you want to do, man. And if you'll never forgive him, if you really hate him that much, can you fucking stop talking about him? It's very clear you still have some sort of obsession, some sort of feeling towards him, whether or not that be love or hate or just curiosity. I feel like when someone like that leaves your life, if you had that much connection to them, it is in your best interest and also their best interest to almost act as though that person doesn't even exist. To forget, to nothing them, right? You don't love them, you don't hate them, you nothing them. Unironically, I do think that is the most healthy way to deal with ex-partners, for example. You nothing them. Holding resentment or love for someone like that, it's like, man, it can really fuck you over in the future. And obviously it takes time, like you can't just, oh, forget them, oh, I nothing you now. But even then, it's like, it's so different here, because they only met for like 2 weeks, genuinely, outside of prison. And who knows how fucking fraught and weird their prison relationship was. And apparently, they were toxic as fuck, so I don't even know what she's blabbering on about.
You wishing you're with someone else? Go ahead, dude, be with him. That doesn't make me jealous. I can care less what you do. I wish a lot of things too, but I have faced the reality that I must play my hand that has been felt to me. It is what it is, but I'm not the type to guess people's moods or to tolerate any BS. I understand you did take me back, but dang, dude, I was trying to be your friend before anything. I apologize for any inconvenience. Like, our relationship was not perfect while he was in prison, but bro, the fact that I brought you home. Then on May 30th, he said, baby girl, I promise to never back down. I love you and I want the best for our relationship. And I know you have your own ways of thinking towards your parents. But now that I'm here in your life, you will respect your parents. I will not allow you to talk crazy to your mom. I'm sorry. I wish I had my mom still. So it gets me aggravated when I witness someone. But you're blessed to have your parents still married and living together. And they truly do love you and your kids. So babe, don't be like that to them. I love you, mamas. I can't wait to hold you in my arms.
mean, it doesn't even sound like the most unreasonable shit ever from him. Like, when you hear someone crashing out on their parents and you have felt the pain of losing a parent, then yeah, I can definitely understand why that would put you off of dating someone, of being with them. And I think he's doing the right thing here of being like, fucking hell, this is mental that I'm complimenting the emotional maturity of somebody like fucking Jesse, who was convicted 3 felonies and just got out of fucking prison less than 2 weeks ago. But I think he's doing the right thing here and letting her know, hey man, that made me really uncomfortable, but not immediately breaking up with her because of it. Now, that being said, it is also very possible that he's doing the thing a lot of guys do, where they just want an excuse to break up with whoever they're talking about, so they find some sort of thing that they've done that's like, what have they done that I can spin into, like, a reason for me to break up with them, when the real reason is that I found somebody better or I just can't be fucking bothered anymore. Because to her credit, that is very much a possibility here. I wouldn't put it past Jesse, because he is a piece of shit, and maybe she just knows that. Maybe she got those vibes, and maybe that's why she's reading these texts out in a very, like, demeaning, sort of patronizing, look at this fucking arsehole sort of manner. But either which way, neither of these two are good people by any means. It's difficult to feel sympathy for any of them.
Then, May 29th, these are all out of whack. He was like, I just got here to Hughes. I'll call you once they house me, baby girl. I love you, mamas. On May 24th, he said, damn, babe, I miss your voice already. I hope this is just a one-day situation. I love hearing your smooth voice. Just know that I love you, Ashley, and I can't wait to see you in 7 days.
Saying I love you before you even fucking met yet is mental, by the way. I understand that long-distance relationships exist, and a lot of you may have gone through them, so it might sound insensitive for me to say that, but, like, this is clearly very fucking different to, like, a fucking Discord relationship. Although, now that I say that, a fucking prison relationship might have more credibility and validity to it than a Discord relationship. I'm now genuinely sat here wondering which of the two I have more respect for. I mean, honestly, with the reputation that Discord users have, they might just be the exact same thing. Well, this is riveting fucking content. Wouldn't you agree? I can understand why everyone watches these bastard lives. On a real, it's difficult to even blame her for this, because she knows that she's gaming the algorithm. She knows that being this insane and dating all these people is going to do her a lot of good in terms of, like, finances. So a lot of the blame, in my opinion, in situations like these, a lot of these lolcows on TikTok, has to be put on TikTok themselves. Like, as a company, you need to take some fucking responsibility for platforming fucking weirdos like this, because the amount of genuinely mentally ill people who have made a career out of being weird on TikTok, essentially putting themselves in the limelight and getting bullied by every fucker on there, is really, really worrying to me. Genuinely. Because if any of those people, God forbid, do something horrible to themselves, TikTok has a lot to bloody answer for, because they had every opportunity to put that shit to a stop. Now, Ashley Trevino is not one of these cases. She is not on the same level as, like, a World of T-shirts or a Chris Chan, right? Those two I would never make videos on. I feel like they were failed by the people around them. And quite frankly, I think that the way the internet treats them is fucking disgusting. But Ashley Trevino is not on that same level. We have to make that clear. She knows what she's doing, and she's a fucking grim person because of it.
Yo, what's up? How you doing though? What's up? How you doing? What's
I don't have
good?
time for you.
What's good?
I don't have time for you right now.
Wait. I see something different. Let me see. Hold up.
Bye, Jesse.
What happened? Tell me what you do.
What did I do?
Yes, what did you do?
Nothing.
You look different.
Got my lips done.
You got your lips done?
I mean, this is what I would do if I couldn't forgive my ex-boyfriend and I genuinely hated them. I would accept their fucking live invitation onto my TikTok live and low-key flirt with them. That is what's going on here. She's flirting with him, because if she meant those things, if she truly meant that she didn't have time for him, she wouldn't have accepted the fucking live request. Shit like this is annoying, man. It's just disingenuous. She's doing her self-harm. She's doing everybody on the internet a fucking disservice. And Jesse is having the time of his life because he knows that he has her on on strings. He's probably watching her being obsessed with him, watching her read out all the messages that he sent her and thinking, oh fuck man, I fucked with her so good, it's unbelievable. I mean, look at how smug he is. He knows exactly what he's doing here. And there's no doubt in my mind that he is ravishing in the fucking attention that he's getting. This whole situation is just so fucked. Like, I actually can't believe what I'm watching here.
They're not gonna look like your exes though. They're not gonna be all lopsided.
Hey, look. That's chill. That's why, you know what I'm saying? Just stay in your lane. Chill, let's vibe. What's up? But don't mention nobody because you know how it can get, chill. What the heck? What happened?
Who did you bring?
I don't know. Who's that?
I don't know. You hired somebody.
My goodness, cool these two sertraline with the amount of chemistry that you can feel radiating through that bastard screen. I mean, with witty banter like this, it really is a shock that they broke up. They just get on so bloody well, don't they?
It just happened a few minutes ago. Really? Let me see. Let me look up the videos. Somebody come live with me and tell me.
So there you go. Jesse is just as interested in Ashley Trevino and all the tea surrounding her as everybody else is on the internet. He truly does not give a fuck about her. To her, she's just a toy. She's just internet drama. Whereas Ashley definitely sees Jesse as more than that. Ashley is still in some way, shape, or form infatuated with him. That's why she can't stop fucking going on about him in her life. And as you can see from this, it basically confirms what I was saying earlier. Like, he's watching it all enthralled by it. It's probably really exciting to him that somebody's this obsessed with him and so public about it, so unashamedly obsessed with him. Now look, there are other boyfriends, there are other people that Ashley has been in relationships with, but in fear of this video being too long, we'll move on to the other controversies surrounding her. If you guys really enjoy this video, we'll go over some of the other stuff in like a part 2 or something. Now we're going to cover a part of the Ashley saga which has become somewhat of a running trend on this Dan Kijabo YouTube channel, which is her being a fucking terrible parent. Once again, the trend continues of family channels and people who plaster their child's faces online being bad people.
He would be so proud of her. Like, that shit pisses me off though. Because he died so young.
I know, it's my dream. I have goosebumps everywhere. This is out of this world.
My baby is so beautiful.
I know.
She's like her dad.
So that's her with the background being set to her child, and she's obviously very distraught that that child's father had to die. Just a reminder, by the way, this exists.
Fuck my baby daddy. Fuck my baby daddy. Oh, mine's dead.
Tasteful, isn't it? Now look, if there's one good thing to come out of the whole situation where she earns a lot of money through TikTok Live, which, you know, in most cases would be fucking awful that someone is making money doing this abhorrent shit, but at the very least, she is making money for her daughters, right? So her daughters can now live a good life, so to speak, right? Which is good for them. Well, you'd be forgiven for thinking that, because just like everything else, that's not really how it fucking goes here. Ashley doesn't run like that. She's a maverick. She does shit differently. She earns money and doesn't use it to help her child's life. If anything, she makes it actively worse by moving out of her parents' house, which is fine, and then into a duplex that is unfurnished and not buying any furniture for her children, instead opting to buy some expensive Louis Vuitton merchandise. Now, I'm not too familiar with Louis Vuitton, but I've just checked on the website, and yeah, fucking $300 for a keychain. So to every one of you sick fucks who's actually donating to her on TikTok, which, by the way, if you are doing that, you are a sick fuck, that's where your money's going. I hope you're happy.
I got these jogging pants because I needed some. The girl's still on my clothes. This one just says NYC. So I had to get a Dr. Pepper shirt.
The girls probably steal all your clothes because you never fucking buy them any. Maybe if you got your priorities straight, maybe planned out your finances a bit more, bought some fucking furniture for the house, your daughters wouldn't need to steal your bastard clothes.
For all this, let's see. 738. like.
Are you like proud of the fact that you went to Target and spent $700? I don't know much about Target, but from everything that I understand about Target, it's not like a luxury brand now, is it? I've never been to a Target in my life, by the way, like, they don't exist over here. But just based on the media I consume and everything I hear from Americans, it does not seem like the most glamorous place in the world. So to go in there and spend $700 must be like an actually, you know, impressive feat there. And not impressive in a good way, impressive in a way of like, why the fuck are you spending $700 at Target and not buying any furniture for the house that you actually live in? They don't have mattresses, by the way. This is some Resilient Jenkins level shit. The kids do not have mattresses, but they do have a $300 suitcase, so you can all rest easy. Just not on your mattresses.
But it has a cup holder and it has a charging port. But yeah, it's bigger than me, you guys. And it's like a closet on the inside.
It's like a closet on the inside. Isn't that just how fucking handbags work? Isn't that how suitcases work? You've literally just defined a suitcase. That's like me going, oh my god, look at this door. It opens and closes and you can walk through it. It'd be a pretty shit door if you couldn't do those things. And it would be a pretty shit suitcase if it wasn't like a closet inside. Did you expect to open it up and it's just like full and you can't fucking put anything in it? Now that aside, the charging port is pretty fucking cool actually. Like, I'm criticizing her. That's shit.
And then my kids' room, but they don't stay with me right now. And then my restroom.
Not only is she spending thousands and thousands of dollars that people are donating to her on useless shit like Louis Vuitton keychains, but she is also proudly showing the air mattress that her two daughters have to fucking share in that shoddy ass room. Does it not occur to you, Ashley, that people are probably donating to you with the knowledge in mind that it is going to those poor girls? They're donating to you not because they like you or your content, but out of sympathy for those girls. Or to be fair, I don't know the mentality of the average TikTok live viewer. Maybe they are just fucking mental and want to donate to see what happens. But you and I, regular fucking people, I feel like it's pretty safe to assume that most people are donating in the hopes that it goes to making those kids' lives a bit better. And it's one thing to not spend any money on them, but to proudly show their room and the one air mattress that they share with no bedding on it, as though to imply that you see no problem with that being a thing, whilst you brag about all the useless shit that you spend money on. Fuck me, you really are just a fucking disgusting individual, Ashley.
Okay. So, this is how my little living room looks right now. I'm not done with it, but for now. And then this has an L and a T for Lopez Trevino, because if y'all didn't know, that's actually my last name.
Just wanted to slip that in there because I feel like it'd be sort of misinformation. It'd be disingenuous of me to talk about how there's no furniture in the house and not show her. Eventually, way too late, to be fair, but eventually she does get furniture for the house, even if it is just a sofa. I don't know what's going on with the kids' beds. I would assume it's still an air mattress, because knowing Ashley, if she actually got them proper beds, it'd be the first fucking thing she talks about.
Ash talks about her rented furniture.
And yes, Renter Center got their money today. Just kidding. They did. So, first payment done.
Never mind, scratch that. I guess the furniture's fucking rented. She doesn't even own it. Despite definitely having the money to do so based on the Louis Vuitton transactions and the $700 that she spent at fucking Target. And also the stupid suitcase. There's even proof of her renting all the furniture as well. She went to Rent-A-Kenta, which once again is definitely not a thing in the UK, but I guess it's a place in America where you can rent furniture. I know, fucking Sherlock Holmes I am. There you go, customer Ashley Trevino. And then you've got the thousands of dollars that she is spending on this fucking bullshit. Like, I can't. It's just mental, innit?
So, don't ever think you cannot start from the bottom and make your way up, because I am one of those people that started from the bottom with nothing. And everything in this house that is here now, I furnished, you know? The girls have a dresser in their room. My brother gave that to them. And it's a pretty big, nice one. I want to use it, but actually right now their room is like my junk room. So that's what I'm using right now for my junk room, is their room. And my shoes are in their room too.
Oh, that's nice, Ashley. I'm sure that'll really help you with the irresponsible lazy parent accusations. Why don't you just put your shit in that $300 fucking suitcase that you bought for no reason whatsoever? I mean, the kid's room, from what you've shown, looks like a junk room even when they don't live there, so God only knows what it looks like now. I guess the only silver lining in this whole situation right now is that the kids aren't always in the house. I can only hope that they're somewhere better. Anyway, at some point in this whole saga, she becomes great friends with another TikTok live streamer known as Heartbreaky, and the two went on an epic trip to Disneyland. Good fun for the whole family, right? You bring your kids to Disneyland. I went to Disneyland this year. It was fucking brilliant. It really is a magical place, and you know what? With all the shit that I'm talking, I'm glad that her kids have the opportunity to go to Disneyland. God, I mean, you know what? This whole joke is getting old. Of course she didn't bring her fucking kids to Disneyland, which is one thing, but Heartbreaky did bring her kids to Disneyland, so it's not like it was like a two-adult business transaction, let's go for business sort of thing. The kids were coming on her end, but Ashley didn't want to fucking bother. It was too much trouble for her, I guess. Too much money, maybe. I mean, we have learned that she doesn't really like to spend money on her kids, so are we really even fucking surprised that she didn't bother bringing her kids to Disneyland? I know it's a small thing, but like, if you have the opportunity to make memories with your children at Disneyland, a fun family trip there, why don't you fucking take it? Memories like that can be priceless. I know it's Disneyland, so it definitely is not priceless, but you know what I mean. There's also a lot of evidence to suggest that Ashley has an alcohol addiction, which, based on the sheer amount of alcohol that she drinks on the lives, yeah, I'm inclined to believe it. Like, I'm not gonna immediately dismiss this one, even if I don't know 100% that it's true. I mean, if you're not willing to stop drinking alcohol to continue the facade that you're pregnant, then yeah, you probably have a problem, because you could just drink alcohol off stream and no one would ever know, but you are that addicted to alcohol that even when you've told everyone that you're pregnant, you still can't help but drink alcohol on camera, even though you know it would completely destroy your story. Or, the alternative, which is even worse, was that you actually were pregnant and was still drinking alcohol on camera, unaware of how fucking bad that would make you look. But the reason I bring it up now is that they're in Disneyland and she's drinking alcohol despite promising the other streamer that she wouldn't be drinking alcohol.
My limit is 1 for those. Y'all better don't go till breaking. She told me not to get drunk. I wish somebody could have came with me to Orlando. If they could have came with me, I would have paid for their flight. But nobody could have came with me.
Now look, I'm not going to speak on the ethical implications of alcoholism because I'm not very educated on the matter. I'm from fucking Egypt. There's not much alcohol there, if you didn't know. Me personally, I've got a very weird relationship with alcohol. It doesn't affect me the same way it affects a lot of other people, so I don't really drink. Like most people, I think it makes you eccentric, it makes you sociable, but with me, when I drink alcohol, I'm a lot more shelled up. I don't talk much at all. Whereas naturally, without alcohol, I'm a very chatty person. It's weird. I have no idea why that is, but, you know, it's a thing that is happening. So I feel like it's a bit weird to talk about, oh, you shouldn't drink, alcoholism isn't that serious. I don't fucking know. Whether or not she deserves more sympathy for having a genuine problem with alcohol, a genuine bad relationship with alcohol, I am not comfortable speculating on, but there's no doubt in my mind that it's definitely not a good thing, especially when you're mothering 2 children and you can't help but drink alcohol even when there's rumors of you being pregnant on the internet. And I am comfortable saying that if you do have a genuine problem with the amount of money that you're making, you should be actively taking steps to try and work on that addiction, maybe with, like, you know, counseling, some classes, a therapist, or even just, I don't know, self-discipline.
You feel the happiness, so much magic, it's fantastic, yeah, it's perfect there this time of year, yeah. Pack your pins and keys,
Unironically, it looks like great fun. I went to Disneyland, it is great fun, but also, unironically, wouldn't it have been a lot more fun with, you know, your family, your children, the people that you love the most in your life? It's just very strange to me that given the opportunity to bring those children to Disneyland to experience this great experience with them, you chose actively not to do it. She's never given a reason or a justification for this, by the way. She's just sort of ignored the people criticizing her for it, which, man, I don't know. For me, I know it's a small thing to some people, but for me it is genuinely strange. I'm not saying it makes her evil. There's a bunch of other shit that does make her evil. But this is just strange to me. Because there's not even a mention of like, oh, I wish I could be with my kids right now. That there's none of that. Maybe I am just soft as shit and I think differently to people, but if I'm experiencing something like this, one of the first things in my mind is, oh, I wish so-and-so was here to experience this with me. And if I had the opportunity to bring so-and-so with me there in the first place with no ramifications, if I had the time and the money to do so and they had the time and the money to come with me, then I see no reason why so-and-so wouldn't have been with me during that experience. But fucking, I don't know, maybe I'm rambling on for too long. We'll move on now.
So these two are my ears, and then the girls got their ears too, but they also got other stuff. So don't think I leave my kids out, you guys. Just because my kids didn't come does not mean that they got left out. Okay? There's this shirt. I bought this sweater. This one is mine. It goes with my ears a little bit.
Now look, I know there's no receipts here. I know there's no like, oh, I spent this much on blibbly blob and this much on these Mickey Mouse gobs. But even for those who have never been to Disneyland, I'm sure you can guess that Disneyland is fucking expensive. And all the merchandise there, and there is not one bit of merchandise that is not wildly overpriced. The bottles of water are like $5 fucking alone. So for her to buy this much merchandise whilst the kids get one air mattress with no bedding to share is once again a genuine travesty that she needs to be held accountable for. But don't worry, she did buy them a pair of fucking Mickey Mouse ears to make up for the fact that they weren't allowed to come to Disneyland with her. So make of that what you will, I guess. Okay, so this next video that I'm going to show you is rather disturbing. So viewer discretion is advised. If you're a bit squeamish, I recommend you don't watch it. But I genuinely just have no idea why it was made, and I feel that it's necessary for the context to show you how fucking abhorrent this woman is to show you this video. So here you go. I genuinely don't even know what to say about this. I have no idea why it was even created to begin with. It's just fucking weird. Anyway, despite not bringing her kids to Disneyland, she did bring her kids to the second most magical place on Earth, El Paso in Texas. And they were going there to see their Auntie Tia, so a good family trip. Well, as it turns out, the Aunt Tia is just a random fucking girl they met on TikTok. No relation at all. Anyway, she posted a lot of videos while she was there, so let's go through them. This is the El Paso saga. And there is a lot to talk about here because she's basically drinking the entire time. She puts her kids in danger. Her kids are talking about how scared they are. She doesn't really fucking give a shit. She makes a lot of silly decisions. We'll play the videos now. You'll understand what I'm talking about.
But yeah, I'm in El Paso. Okay? For those of y'all chismosas that want to know, I am in El Paso. So annoying.
There you go. That's proof that she was in El Paso. I'm not lying to you guys. She was in El Paso, and she has a really nice, friendly vibe. You know what I mean? Like, God, don't you just want to hang out with this person, have a fucking cup of tea? Living the dream, baby. Anyway, here's a video of her meeting Tia, which I guess is Spanish for aunt. Once again, not her real aunt.
Worry about what we be doing, what we doing, making money, what they doing, hating on us if they want to take it from me. What some other niggas doing, I don't know, cause I don't stone them. Mind my business on my mama, fuck a nigga, I'm coming. Big booty bitch, made her back her ass up. Shots out the switch, made him bag his man up. Say that she your bitch, she my private dancer. You can call her phone, but she ain't gon' answer. Go.
Why is she so awful at editing? Why is every video made like this? It's fucking, it's so difficult to watch, not just because of the abhorrent actions going on, but because of the way everything's cut and sequenced and edited and composited. It's like, do you want people to fucking despise you? Like, why is there some sort of weird, pitched up, hard Alvin and the Chipmunks fucking rap sequence over you giving your supposed auntie a hug when you meet them?
My name is Ashley Trevino.
Ashley, your date of birth?
1/17/89.
I could go and notify the police, okay? If anything changes, just go ahead and give us a call back, okay?
Okay, thank you.
We're an officer dispatched out there as soon as possible.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
So So this video is some weird fucking pathetic degenerate going to Ashley's house because they know she's there from her lives and blasting some weird TikTok sound that I guess is attributed to her. You are just as bad as Ashley if you're watching this video, which based on your obsession with her, you probably are. Go fuck yourself. You're not funny. You're nowhere near as cool as you think you are, and you don't deserve to see the light of heaven. I mean, in all seriousness, this is just degenerate behavior. Like, why the fuck are you doing this? Why are you getting involved? Sit back, watch it, take enjoyment out of her downfall. That in and of itself is a bit fucking odd, but to do this, to go to this level, you're just as bad as her in my opinion. And what's worse is that he's not only a degenerate, but he's also a fucking idiot because he didn't even pick the right house. So some poor family was just being fucking abused, harassed by some strange guy outside their house playing something from a boombox like a fucking 80s romance movie.
Let's play a game. Watch the video and match it to one of the homes up at the top. Did they go to house number 1 or house number 2? House number 1 has a 2-car garage closest to the door. House number 2 has a 1-car garage closest to the door. Not only that, look at the windows upstairs. One of them is square. The other one is more like a half moon. Now take a look at the house. Do you see columns up there in the front? No, right? That address was blasted all over the internet and y'all still went to the wrong one? So that was just some random kid that y'all were freaking out. It wasn't even one of the daughters. Not like that would have been any better, but we're just terrorizing random families now? Good lord.
I mean, you know it's bad when Ashley Trevino, the inmate hopper, is giving you lessons in morality that I actually fucking agree with. I don't know who the guy was that did it, but whoever you are, guy, you've made a complete fool of yourself. I hope it was worth it.
Hold on, tell him! Another round. I'm buying everybody's shots. I'm buying everybody's shots. The bartenders and everybody. I'm buying everybody's shots.
I've never understood how TikTokers could film in public spaces like this so unashamedly. I would feel so bad and I would try to get it done as quickly as possible, and I would never live stream somewhere public. It's just weird in my opinion, because the probability that you'll come across somebody who doesn't want to be on camera, especially live, is so high that it's not worth doing in my opinion. Like, all you're achieving is inconveniencing some random wee fucker. Maybe put your phone down, live in the moment a little bit. I know that sounds like a weird 80-year-old thing to say, but the goods outweigh the bad in that situation. Put your fucking phone down, you don't need to go on live. You can take a video if you want for later, but you don't need to go live. Because I genuinely do feel as though if you're live, if you're focused on your job, the fact that going live on TikTok as your job is weird enough already, but the fact that you're focused on that and not actually living in the moment, enjoying the time in El Paso, by the time it's over, you'll find that you probably haven't done as much as you wanted to in terms of like enjoyment. You've not made the most out of it because you were just focused on your phone the whole time. I really am starting to sound like a fucking 80-year-old, but I really do believe it. Like, when I go to concerts and stuff, I never use my phone. I have no pictures of me in Disneyland because I never took any. I know that's the extreme end of things, but that's just how my fucking brain works. I don't like that shit.
And you can record that shit all you want. Because I have over 100,000 followers on TikTok.
Oh my god, I can't believe she's actually pulling that fucking card. Do you know who I am? I have over 100,000 followers on TikTok. It's like, man, if you're gonna pull that card, at least actually be somebody worth bragging about. Not that if you're someone worth bragging about, it makes that behavior any less trashy, but this is just extra embarrassing. Like, if you're, I don't know, Jack Black and you say something like that, yeah, that's shitty. Like, you're a piece of shit. But if you're Ashley Trevino and you say something like that, you're a piece of shit with piss sprinkled on it. Like, could you fucking imagine if a video of me got leaked where I was disrespected in whatever way you count as disrespect, and my response was, "Oi, I have over 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. I am an asset to the world. More than you, I make commentary videos." I don't think that would be the best look now, would it? Okay, now I can't find footage of this right now. If I can find it in post, I'll put it in now, but there's clips of Ashley in a TikTok battle with somebody else. I barely know what a TikTok battle is, but I'm assuming my audience does, so maybe you can educate me better. But from what I understand, a TikTok battle is two people on both ends of the screen on a TikTok live going, give me subs, vote for blue, subs for blue or whatever, like, give me money. And then the other person's like, no, give me money, presents on red, give me universes and lions and shit. And whoever's bar is the furthest on the other side by the end of it is the winner, I guess. It's degenerate shit. I will never do it. I couldn't care less. But it's important in this situation because she is on a TikTok live battle with some other fucker on TikTok, and her daughter begins to have an asthma attack. And rather than going to check on her daughter and make sure she is okay, she prioritizes winning the TikTok live battle and only goes to check on her daughter because the battler that she was battling with insisted that she leave the live and check on her fucking daughter, who is potentially dying right now. And even when she does, she goes, oh, it'll only be a second, It's like, no! That should be the live done for the day. Take care of your bastard daughter, you prick.
I wasn't gonna hop on tonight because my little one is real sick. Yes, with the kids, and they just left, but the little one's real sick right now.
I wasn't going to go on live tonight because my little child is really ill, but, you know, fuck that, I am on live tonight, even though they are still really ill. I think her explanation was that she sent the kids over to her parents.
People talk about me being a bad mom, doing this, doing that, and that's fine. One thing y'all have to remember is that my parents helped me raise my kids for 6 years. So now that I live on my own, I've been on my own for 5 months this month. No, August, September, October, November, 4 months. 4 months. So I've been out on my own for 4 months. I'm learning how to raise them. I've raised them, yes. I've literally raised them since they were born. But to actually live alone with just me and them, I'm learning.
I understand that being inexperienced as a parent is a legitimate excuse for not being immaculate from the get-go, right? We're not monkeys. We don't know exactly what to do with our offspring as they are born, as they begin. It's a stressful experience, a long experience, and a forever learning experience for every parent. But I don't really give a shit how inexperienced you are, because in my opinion, it is simply common sense that if your daughter is having an asthma attack whilst you are on a TikTok live battle, you should probably prioritize the potential life and death of said daughter over your TikTok live battle. Is that too much to ask for any new parents? I'm assuming there are some people who have recently had their first child watching this video. Tell me what you would do if they were having an asthma attack and you just so happened to be on TikTok live. It's a precarious situation, I know. It is quite the predicament, isn't it? But let me know what you would do, because I have a feeling the opinions are going to be quite split. There's good arguments either way, isn't there?
Mom, my best friend's on your live.
Your best friend?
Yeah, can I say hi real quick?
Who's your best friend?
I can't tell you, I don't know her name.
You don't know her name? Oh, his name.
What are we doing? Do the robot dance. Do the robot dance. Let's do the robot dance. Come on.
I miss his voice, so this is the only way I can hear him.
Come on, robot dance.
The only way I can hear his voice.
That's him right there? That's him?
Yeah.
Play my favorite song. Where's the
Oh shit, that's him. Yeah.
Where's my favorite song? Can I click on it?
It's my man's. Oh, you want to play your favorite song?
Mm-hmm.
This is her favorite song. She will listen to this song all the time.
Dance for money, just so you can pay the bills. You ain't have to let them do me that bad. Let's keep it real. Just know I forgive
Okay,
all the things that you let me feel.
It seems as though when they actually do interact, she's more of a friend to her daughters instead of being an actual mother. But even a friend would prioritize the, you know, the health of their friend over TikTok fucking live battles. And also, we have to bear in mind that this is how she parents her children on camera, which is, you know, bad. On camera, if you're willing to ignore your children for a live battle, God only fucking knows what you're like to your children off camera. And it's very interesting to me as well that you're giving all these men that you used to date, all these inmates, actual criminals that you used to date, so much attention on live, constantly talking about them, but when your daughter's trying to make an actual connection with you, you can ignore her, you can ignore your children, fuck them. But the criminals that you were in like 1 week long relationships with each, yeah, they can get your attention. They are fully deserving of Ashley Trevino's attention.
She's alive! And why you got my Crocs on?
Great reaction to your child literally dropping the N-bomb on camera. Don't acknowledge the fact that she just dropped the N-bomb. Don't say anything like, hey, you shouldn't fucking say that word. Instead, focus on the Crocs being potentially dirty. That's some great damage control, Ashley, if I've ever fucking seen it. It's good to know you're raising your kids with the best morals that you could possibly raise them with.
You guys, this is my sickly baby, you guys. That's the one that I have to take to the hospital, go get tested in a couple weeks. I'm not gonna explain nothing else because she don't want me to. Guys, it's triples. Galaxy is 3,000. If y'all want me to tell y'all about my baby girl's health, go ahead and send the galaxies.
I mean, who could resist an offer like that? If there's one thing I want in life, it's to know the medical history, the health information about an unconsenting underage girl who does not want anyone to know about it. And if there's one thing that any good parent does, it's pimp out their daughter's health information that they don't want anyone to know for fucking TikTok live gifts. And in yet another plot twist, this is the shock of the century, guys. Ashley's 2 children were eventually put into the custody of her parents because of her neglect. So everything we've seen so far, everything that you think I've potentially been over harsh on or over exaggerative on, no, fuck that, because she's so bad the kids can literally not live with her anymore.
But my babies are so beautiful, you guys. I miss them tremendously, but it's not safe to bring them back.
I mean, it's so clear the love that you have for your daughters. Let's just have a look at how you speak to them and the people that they have in their life.
He looks like he's a bad boy. He is a bad boy. He looks like he can be an inmate whenever he gets older. Don't say that over him. You're following your mom's footsteps. Oh my god. Oh my god. What happened to the preppy white boys that you used to like?
I mean, what do I even say to that?
Guys, get the roses, get the roses, get the roses! We're not gonna get it. Oh my god. There's 1.6K of y'all in here for real, guys.
And we didn't get the roses. Oh, okay. We have to share the live because everybody's more focused on her cooking. If you guys want to see her cooking, just go to her side.
Double tap her screen.
I have to get my team in here to actually push for like a big dog campaign.
Double tap my screen. Double tap my screen.
Like,
I'm sorry, but you don't have the right to scream at people to fucking donate to you. You don't offer anything. The reason that you're popular to begin with is because of how much of a fucking mess your life is for both you and the people who you're supposed to be supporting the most in your life.
What's wrong? I'm so tired. Like, I'm sleepy. Like, if I didn't have to get on, I wouldn't get on right now. I'm so tired. I'm literally so sleepy.
You don't have to get on. Go to bed. This is not a 9 to 5. The beauty of having a job like this is that you can pick your own hours to an extent. You can pick your own hours. And there is nothing obligating Ashley to go on live right now. This is purely, in my opinion, a ploy for sympathy so that more people will donate to her. And it's one that unfortunately doesn't work when she expected it to work, so she gets very annoyed. I'll play the rest of the clip now.
And it just feels good to, like, honestly be off of TikTok. Thank you for the corgi, babe. What gifts do I need? I need the Flying Jets, work hard, play hard. I need the Party On and On, the Daddy Line, and the Universe. Those are the only 5 I need this week.
You don't need the universe, Ashley, you need fucking therapy. This is like those Twitch streamers who went viral a couple years back for being like, oh, you're not giving me enough money. Except, genuinely, it's even fucking worse this time because she is offering even less than they were.
Guys, I need at least 5K.
If we don't get 5K on the board, I am not coming on tomorrow. And I am promising you all that.
Oh my god, who could live with that? We have to give her fucking 5K right now! I mean, that is a threat for the ages. I might consider donating if she said she wouldn't go live tomorrow. Seriously, what kind of fucking threat is that? Whose mental sanity, whose mental enjoyment hinges on Ashley Trevino going, like, live the next fucking day? If that convinced anyone to donate, then they need serious, and I mean this, serious help.
So I hope we don't get it, because I don't feel like coming on tomorrow. I'm gonna take tomorrow off. Vanessa! I'm not even worried about her score. I'm worried about my score. I need 3,000 more. But if we don't get it, I am not coming on tomorrow. And I promise y'all. Because I'm gonna have a movie night all night. Shelby! She never wrote me back. What the fuck? Vanessa!
I don't know if her saying she's gonna take tomorrow off is like some weird marketing ploy in her mind that'll trick people into donating because she doesn't want to go live and she knows that people want what's worst for her. Or maybe she's genuinely just embarrassed that she's not getting enough donations, so she's going like, no, I wanted this anyway. I didn't want to go live anyway. Either which way, it's pathetic.
Double tap, guys. Double tap.
And also get the speed, bro. You better take the corns.
Veronica, that's so pretty. That was cute. I haven't seen that one. That's crazy. I know it's crazy, but it's my live and I can literally do what I want on it. So if I want to block them for sending corns, I'm going to block them.
Funny.
Lacey.
This is so weird. Can anyone who knows what corns are explain to me why she's so annoyed that people are sending her too many corn? Like, if you send someone corn, do they lose money? Or is it just like, is it like 1 penny? Is it fuck all? I don't understand why she's so annoyed at corn. It's corn. It's fucking delicious. And if it is any amount of money, then it's better than 0 pence, isn't it? You should be thankful that people are even watching your live, let alone sending you anything.
Well, let's go, guys. Let's go.
We can't trust them when they say that they're not going to do something. That's all that it is. If they do it still, that means that they ain't shit. We can't trust them at the end. So, because, I have done no glove battles before and my team listens. They don't do it. So, it is
guys, if we activate the doubles, let's utilize it.
Because they ain't shit. They're not going to hold their word. But then we know not to play again if they tell us a glove. Because I'm a woman of my word and my team does what I ask them to do out of respect. So if they still do it, then that means that they just ain't shit and you can't trust anything they say.
Ms. Gutierrez!
And that has nothing to do with me. That has to do with them. So.
Somebody went in and sniped her lion. Somebody went in and sniped her lion.
Holy shit! Oh, she's not. She's always in here.
I have never seen her in your bubbles or in your area. You have, but I haven't.
Well, that's because we don't be looking at it. But Dylan was definitely a random. We have never seen Dylan before, ever. And you know that. And that was not cheating. She played fair and square. She dropped that line. There was no glove. She didn't even drop it on the...
Look how our whole vibe changes when the other person starts winning and they get donated a lion. Which, by the way, this is pathetic already. I know I keep saying pathetic, but it is the best word I can think of to surmise what I'm watching here. Some fucking idiot, rather, has sent this girl $450, which I believe is what a lion is on TikTok, so that she can win a TikTok battle against Ashley Trevino. Whoever did that is either a moron or just has way too much money to give a shit about anything in life. I can only wish to one day have that much money where I'm willing to spend $450 on a TikTok battle just so I can see Ashley Trevino get a bit angry. And she does get genuinely angry that she is now losing this fucking TikTok live battle. You should be thankful that anybody is donating, because what could you possibly be bringing to the table with these bastard lives, man? You cry about your exes and you talk to inmates. You're hardly providing anything constructive to the wider world or to society or actual entertainment. I have no idea why people are entertained by this shit. Anyway, the next drama is between Ashley and another TikTok live streamer called Tampa Bay. Now, these two beasts in the fucking TikTok live streaming world had real beef. Spoken like a true butcher, the beef here was as real as it could possibly come. So real, in fact, that Tampa made a GoFundMe to travel to Ashley's house and beat her up. And people actually fucking donated to it. I know they haven't even reached half the goal yet, but the fact that anyone donated anything, once again, boggles my mind.
What? No. Hold on, guys. Something happened. Okay. Sorry. Okay.
So that's Ashley's point of view, and then when you look at Tampa's TikTok, there is an actual video of her outside of Ashley's real house. And this is confirmed to be real, by the way. She actually did fucking pull up to her gap. I mean, is this really what TikTok has to offer? They're not making the website or app, whatever you want to call it, look very reputable now, is it? When YouTube unironically produces better role models than anything in your company, I mean, you could look basically anywhere else, avert your eyes to any other direction, and there are probably 10 better role models anywhere else than fucking TikTok. TikTok has negative role models. TikTok has people where if you did everything the opposite of what they were doing, you'd probably live the most lavish lifestyle that anybody has ever fucking lived.
That does not need to be the reason why, because baby, I'm broke. Kidding.
Are you on still me?
Yeah.
Tampa Bay said she was gonna come in 5 weeks.
I'll be waiting.
We'll be sitting right here where we at. Will you even be here in 5 weeks? I hope so.
I mean, she didn't seem that confident when Tampa Bay was actually, you know, outside of her house. She looked like she shit herself, to be honest with you. And you know what? Who could fucking blame her? I'm not gonna sit here and blame her for that. That's fucking weird behavior from Tampa Bay. Really, really odd behavior. She's mental. She's just as mental as fucking Ashley is. If not more so. Like, that's not something you do. That is not an appropriate thing to do in any situation. Well, I'm sure there are some situations where it's justified, but not in this fucking one. You had internet beef on TikTok, for fuck's sake. And the fact that you live stream the whole thing, it's just bravado. That's all it is. And you're talking about how fucking hard you are, how many bar fights you get into. Fuck me. It just gives off such, like, I want to be perceived as a hard man, a tough cookie, more than anything else. And people who want to be perceived that way more than anything in the world usually are the biggest wet wipes about, they're soft as shit, and they're the least intimidating individuals that you could ever come across.
He was like, "You gonna come pick me up?" I was like, "I'm scared." Let's get to 500K.
Get you to 1 million likes.
I always get like 1 million likes sometimes, like for
You said what?
I get to 1 million. Oh, we already got to 510. This is ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
Guys, can somebody send me a hand heart? Can I get 1 hand heart? Des, coming in clutch with the freaking hand heart. It's a gift that I needed.
So if you don't want to wait till you know, they're going to call you back right now.
We already talked about this.
I think it's no attitude with me, bro, because your grade is already about 75. So you can call you real bad. But you better not have it on speaker whenever I answer, because you know that's my main one.
I put them on mute whenever you call.
These girls on there talking about, oh my God, it's bad to her.
All right, well.
Thank you for using Securus. Goodbye.
He's actually coming to visit. It's like, we're gonna go get tacos and we're gonna go back to your place, and I'm scared. I don't want to do it again.
Let's just reiterate what we've watched there. Ashley knows that she is live right now, and she is on the phone with an inmate, an actual criminal, who doesn't even know that he's live. So he's not acting in any way that makes it, like, clear that he's live, right? He's acting as though there's no cameras on him, he's talking just as he normally would, whereas Ashley isn't. Ashley knows that she's live, she's acting up for the camera, probably trying to portray herself as a better person. And despite all those things, despite the fact that he's a literal criminal who doesn't know he's live, somehow Ashley still comes across as the least likable individual that we are listening to. I think that goes to show everything that you need to know about her character. And the fact that she even did that to begin with is fucking pretty shitty. And also illegal, I'm sure. I don't know what state she's in, but it's illegal here in the UK to do something like that. I guess she is talking to a criminal, so an eye for an eye if you think that way.
Oh, they're cute! Look how cute, you guys!
I just want to start this video by telling you guys some good news. Ashley Trevino has stopped dating inmates. And started dating children.
I've already seen his beepee, and he's already seen my nunu, okay?
I know it might be tough to process, but yes, that is indeed a video of a teenager and a middle-aged woman giddily talking about how they've seen each other's genitalia. And if you're wondering where the origins of this magnificent TikTok sound came from, well, here's the video of that as well.
I've already seen his beepee, and he's already seen my nunu, okay?
You need to get off later.
You're saying stuff that people don't want to know. Okay, well.
I'd say young love is a beautiful thing, but not only is this love not young, but it's also probably the furthest thing away from beautiful as you could possibly get. I mean, I'm sure we can all agree, Ashley has just created a piece of history with that TikTok sound, but unbeknownst to everyone using it, the second after she says it, her daughter comes into the room and begs her to stop the live because, for some reason, she's uncomfortable with her mother talking about the genitalia of a teenager on live for millions of people to watch. It always confuses me how uptight some people are. Like, come on now, learn to take a joke. Now, I understand that this all looks really, really bad, but unfortunately, none of this is an exaggeration. So, let's talk about it all. But before that, be sure to subscribe to the channel, because I am watching you, and I'll know if you don't subscribe. I know I've got a smile on my face. It's gone now. I am watching you. Christmas is coming up. There is a nice list and there is a naughty list. The same goes for this channel, and unspeakable things will happen if you end up on that naughty list. Now, for those who haven't seen my last video on Ashley Trevino, it does exist on the channel. You should probably go watch that one if you want the context for this one. Or don't. You don't have to be fair. It's just as grim whether or not you know who she is. Anyway, let's start from the beginning of this truly blossoming and beautiful romance.
This one? I don't know. I hate this little part that I have right here. I have the shoes on too.
Every bit of the date has been streamed. I'm talking from the second she got dressed to the second she cried because the date didn't go as well as she thought it would. Even if this was a perfectly normal date with someone who is of an appropriate age, how can you enjoy the date when you're recording every little fucking thing about it? I mean, we spoke about Molly Rutter a few videos ago, but at least with her, she didn't record every little bit. It was just like snippets here and there of the greenery or the shrubbery, but Ashley streams everything. Imagine going on a date with someone that you meet online and they go, oh, I hope you don't mind, but I've got my selfie stick with me and I'm going to be streaming the entire time. If someone did that to me, I would want a big cow to fall over on them so I could escape. Or a little cow. A little cow's probably enough for some people. Anyway, guys, I know what you're all thinking, because we've seen Ashley try the dress on for the date with a 19-year-old, and what's on your mind is probably, well, what happens next? You're waiting on the bated breath, but don't you worry, you can rest easy, there's a sequel. Ash tries on outfits for her 19-year-old date, part 2. The long-awaited sequel that everyone's been wanting.
I don't really like this one. I don't know, that's how this one looks.
Okay, so I know this should not be the issue at hand. I know this should not be what we're talking about here, but like, this was 5 days ago. It's fucking December. Like, it's gonna be really cold and rainy outside. Okay, I stand corrected. I've just checked the weather in Texas. She's good. Everything's good. And this is morally justifiable now. Honestly, that's ruined the whole video, because that was my main issue here, but now that that's been sort of debunked, I don't know if I should even bother fucking recording anymore.
So I was a bleeder. I was like, this time I was. Yeah, like, literally the bottom would not stop bleeding. And then finally it stopped, and then I get home, and then it started bleeding, and it was like the scab kind of healed, but then it stopped. And by the next day it was okay. But I never bleed, but it was sensitive.
I'm not being funny here, but who are these two people who have actually agreed to help Ashley out with her makeup to date an actual child? If I had a friend who was like, I don't know, 27-year-olds, let alone 37, call me up and go, hey man, I'm really nervous. I'm on a big date next week with a girl that I find really attractive. I just need you to help me out, like get dressed and stuff, pick out a good outfit or something. I'd be like, hell yeah, man, of course I'll come over and help you out. How old is she out of interest? And if their response was anything less, then I don't know exactly where the line is, but I know that 19 would be below it. To be fair though, to be friends with someone like Ashley who is genuinely morally deplorable, you have to be a little bit tapped in the head. Like, you have to be a little bit wiry, in my opinion. You are the people you surround yourself with, and if the people you surround yourself with are Ashley Trevino and her gang of mates, then yeah, I don't really want to interact with you personally.
Oh my god, how many views are there? 156K? No way.
Did she just say that there's 156k people watching her at the minute? Okay guys, I'm gonna be brutally honest with you. If this video gets less views than her getting ready for a date with a 19-year-old, I am going to be slightly livid. But also, who are those people tuning in? Because even if it's like a hate watch, it's so fucking boring. It's just a woman getting dressed, doing her makeup, and then when it's like the added subtext that it's all for a date with a 19-year-old, maybe it's like morbid curiosity, I guess, but you're just watching a really weird, creepy, eerie thing go down, and then I have to wonder like how much of it is because she actually wants to date said 19-year-old and how much of it is because it's just sensationalist. She knows it'll get hits if she dates a child. Either way, it's pretty dodgy. Like, there's no good outcome here. There's no good ending. And don't you worry guys, we'll get onto this 19-year-old later because he's got a TikTok account and he's, in my opinion, no better than Ashley because he knows what he's doing by going on this date. I know that sounds aggressive, but more on that later, trust me. This guy's a real piece of work.
I don't know if she wants to promote them.
I just blessed their night.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it was $150 for everything for both of them, and I gave them $300.
Did you bless their night, or did you just pay people for doing a service? When the plumber comes over to my house, unplugs my toilet, cleans the shit out of it, and then asks me to pay for the service they provided, I don't come into my room and go, I've blessed those guys, I've blessed those plumbers. It's like, no, I just paid them for doing their job. I didn't bless anyone. Actually, you didn't bless anyone here. You're not the fucking Pope. But to say you've blessed someone as though you're some priest when all you're doing is dating a 19-year-old boy is ridiculous, because priests usually go for younger boys.
You have the... I'm calling Santos. Tacos is wild. Hi, Cece. Don't lie, people. Numbers don't lie.
So yeah, just to thicken the lore a bit, just to add a bit more spice to the whole thing, apparently Santos, the 19-year-old in question, is a bloke that one of her daughters has a crush on. So it's almost as though she's going on this date to almost like goad them, be like, haha, you can't get him, but I can. I'm the catch here. You're just a wee peasant. Why is she doing all this convoluted shit before the date though? Like she's paying $300 to get her makeup done, she's live streaming her outfit choice, she's doing like a photo shoot and all this shit. It's so self-aggrandizing. Does she ever do anything that isn't for the camera? Anyway, now it's time for the long-awaited entrance of our grand hero. Santos, the 19-year-old boy, has finally entered Ashley Trevino's home. This is like when Othello finally enters the scene in his play after all that beautifully done build-up. Big up to all the English lit students who'll get that reference, by the way.
Is this your prom date?
It is, it is. Hold on. He's here. He said he wanted to use the restroom before he got on camera. Why is he playing music? Hold on, do you want to record? But like, don't show him unless he's ready.
Oh, well, isn't that nice? How courteous of her. I've been criticizing her for the whole video, but you know what? She's actually a decent enough girl. She doesn't want to show Santos on camera until he's had his big shit in the toilet. On a real, let's just acknowledge what's going on here. She's giggling and laughing like a fucking teenager, like a child, at a 19-year-old boy entering her house. She's 37, may I remind you. And it's not only her. I don't want to pin this on just her. That whole group of people are giggling like teenagers at prom, like the caption on the video was saying. Usually I hate people who say this. I think they're stuck-up pricks, but you need to fucking grow up.
Oh.
Hey. Hey. How are you? I'm dead.
After all that chat, after all that build-up, it is the most anticlimactic meeting ever. It's like, you know in year 8, when like the couple are texting each other like, oh, I'm gonna kiss your face off and butt-fuck your pussy. And then they meet each other and it's like, oh, hi, how you doing? Yeah, I'm alright. Yeah. We got maths later today. And they give like a really awkward sort of side hug. I'm noticing a running trend where Ashley is just acting like a 13-year-old. She might genuinely be a 13-year-old in the body of a 37-year-old.
Here, you grab hers. No, you grab hers. Hi, nice to meet you.
Night? Is this prom night?
Not prom night.
This is prom night. The prom date coming to pick her up.
Really?
He has security, as he should.
Yeah, he does.
Remember, do your little, what did you say that day in your video? And I will have security.
I don't blame him for having security, considering all of your exes are fucking inmates. You've had like 40 inmate boyfriends at this point. If any of them find out that their ex has been stolen by a 19-year-old boy, I don't imagine they'd be too happy about it. So, you know what? I don't blame him for having security. Or maybe, to be fair, he's trying to defend himself from you fucking weird delinquent. Also, your friends are not helping. You know, they did the makeup. They should fuck off now. They don't need to be there being like, ooh, yeah, good one. Good riz. Once again, it's like two people chatting in the playground whilst their mates are in the background sort of giggling like, look, he's gonna pick up that girl. It just gives me huge midlife crisis vibes, to be honest with you.
Lily. She looks cute, guys. She looks so cute.
I know, I might take off the hat right now, chat.
If you showed me that clip completely out of context without me knowing who any of these people are, I would genuinely think that it's like a mother and son sort of thing going on here. I would think that a mother and son are going out to eat a grilled cheese and a fucking pickle or some shit. If I had seen just that video without the knowledge of anything that was going on and you told me that they were dating each other, after this they would go on to publicly talk about how they look at each other's genitals, I would be so weirded out I would be so fucking weirded out. One time, my family put orange juice in an empty milk carton, so I drank it thinking it was milk, and I was expecting the taste of milk to come in, but then I got the taste of orange juice, and it was so shocking that I genuinely fucking vomited. That's the sort of feeling I get when I learn that those two are not mother and son, but boyfriend and girlfriend.
Simple as that. I've already seen his beepee, and he's already seen my nunu. Okay?
Why are you paying her for this? Why do people watch these streams and donate to them? It's fucking weird. You're the reason that Santos has such devilishly, amazingly white and straight teeth. For fuck's sake, I'm jealous now. I'm jealous of this man. I'm jealous of someone who's dating Ashley Trevino. That's where I'm at in life right now. And it's your fault. It's all of you guys' fault for donating. Not you guys. I'm guessing the people who donate to my channel are not watching and donating to Ashley Trevino's streams. But if you are, I'd say sort yourself out. I'd insult you, but you're watching the if you're subscribed, you're good. If you're not, get a fucking grip, will you? Also, what are these comments? Everyone in the comments is just asking, ooh, Santos, does it smell? Does it fucking so odd. Could you imagine being Ashley's daughter in this situation? One of the two daughters. Or just, you don't even need to. Imagine if your mother was on the internet and the most commented comment under a thread of comments was, ooh, does it smell? I don't blame her daughter for asking her to stop the live. I think you would do the exact, in fact, I think you wouldn't just ask her, you would physically prohibit her from going live. You'd be like, look, mum, I understand that some fucking stupid idiots are donating to you for this shit, but it's not worth it. I think I'd rather starve. I genuinely do think I'd rather live in poverty than have everyone wonder what my mother's pussy smelled like. This is so well documented. Like, in 200 years' time, people are gonna have more documentation on this than the building of the pyramids of Giza. And to me, that's a travesty. Like, imagine, like, that is just so odd when you think about it. Also, why does he do gang signs at the end? Like he's just done, like, an amazing feat or some badass stunt. You danced with a middle-aged woman, mate. And to be frank, everyone in that room probably thinks that, you know, you're mother and son, like I was thinking earlier. I would be very shocked if even one person in that room looked at the two of you and thought, ah, yeah, they're shagging, and that's totally fine. I've got no issues with that. Also, I'll play the clip one more time. Pay attention to where she's looking, and pay attention to where he's looking, because I think it's very telling. If you notice, she is looking at him the entire time, whereas he is looking at the camera the entire time. He's very concerned about how he looks to the people on stream. He's very concerned about how it will affect his image, his reputation, his career, if you want to call it that, because unironically, his fucking career is dating Ashley Trevino for a couple of days for some clout, I guess. Whereas Ashley Trevino isn't looking at the camera. She genuinely wants to build some sort of connection with Santos, from what I can tell. And I don't know whether or not that makes it worse or better, because if she was looking at the camera, if she was just doing this for like a career move, I think, fair enough, she's not actually into him, it's just for business, like it's rage bait. But the fact that she might genuinely want a connection with an actual child, and I know 19-year-olds aren't, you know, some people don't really call them children, but in my opinion, a 19-year-old's a fucking kid. I honestly think that makes it worse than if she was just doing it for business, but you guys can tell me in the comments if you agree or not. I just think it's very clear from this and everything else that we see later that Santos does not give one flying fuck about Ashley Trevino. She is just a tool for him. And that makes him a piece of shit, by the way. Like, he is no better than her in this situation. I really hate to say this, but her makeup is decent. I don't know if I'm using this term correctly, but my audience will, so you can tell me if I'm using this right. Her makeup slays.
Shut up.
That's weird. That's not romantic. That wouldn't be normal even if you were like an appropriate age relationship. That's like giving your boyfriend a bunch of flowers that just say cock on it, or crotch mushroom, or some weird nickname for it. Also, people who know more about lighting than me can tell me if I'm wrong here, but it looks to me as though they're using a ring light. So they've gone in public, they're in some club where they're dancing and shit, and then they set their ring light up. They probably look like fucking extraterrestrials to the people around them. To be honest with you, controversial opinion, I think that anybody who merely owns a ring light is usually an attention-seeking, whiny bastard.
Turning up with the Wanda right now. Suena la banda de Tres Ventos esta noche, let's go.
Sí,
You know, this would honestly be quite a nice date if it wasn't streamed live for millions of people to see and it wasn't with a 19-year-old, but other than those two, you know, minor details, it really does look okay. Although I will say, he's 19 years old, how the fuck is he even in this club? Like, I don't know if there's video of him drinking or anything, but like, I don't know, man, it's a little dodgy. Like, either he's using a fake ID and they're lying about his age to the club owners, or they're lying about his age on the internet because they know it'll get more views. Maybe she knows, maybe she doesn't know, maybe he's lying to everyone. There's a lot of mystery here, you know what I mean?
And like you said, he got a tweet for us. It's 19, I'm not trying to go to jail. Hold up, is that
I mean, you wouldn't go to jail for shagging a 19-year-old. It wouldn't be good. It wouldn't be good. It would be really bad if you did that, but you wouldn't go to jail. And also, why are you so worried about going to jail by, you know, going to a suite with your bloke or whatever, when you have publicly admitted on live to millions of people that you have barshed at his penis and he has barshed at your new. Which, by the way, I'm assuming is not the actual technical, literal Spanish translation for vagina. But if it is, you can correct me in the comments. I just don't think that Spanish is that weird of a language. It's a beautiful language, in fact. Nunu just doesn't seem like it'd be. Maybe it's like slang, I guess. In fact, let's look it up. Okay, so in Spanish, a nunu is this: an iridaceous plant with edible fruit, or a woman's breast. So it could be one of the two. So to give her the benefit of the doubt, maybe she's referring to the apple tree she has in her garden. Or, I know you guys liked my Egyptian history lessons a couple videos back, Nunu also could mean the Egyptian god who personifies the ocean. In ancient Egyptian mythology, there was a god called Nunu who, indeed, controlled the oceans. He was a magical god. So maybe Ashley has that Egyptian god on a leash somewhere and showed it to Santos proudly. Maybe that's what she meant. Who knows? What the fuck is she actually doing? Why is she cutting a steak like a 5-year-old? Why is everything this woman does the equivalent of a 5-year-old doing it? She talks like a 5-year-old, she dances like a 5-year-old, she parents her actual daughters like a 5-year-old tends to their Barbie dolls. If anything, she treats them worse than a 5-year-old tends to their Barbie dolls. You know, I've babysat girls who erupt into brutal roars of terror and sorrow when the Barbie doll so much as falls over a centimeter from the fucking sofa. When that happens to Ashley's daughter, she gets on live and talks about it and goes, ooh, if you donate £100, I'll push her off the sofa again. I bet she orders her steak well done as well, the fucking Ronin. He's removing his arm after every picture that they take. He's like, I will only maintain physical contact with you for the bare minimum amount of time that I can in order to gain the amount of views that I want. I think it's glaringly obvious that he could not give less of a shit about this woman. I mean, you can tell me if you disagree, but I genuinely do believe that he just sees her as a tool for views and fame. Which in a way is grim, but also in a way is better than if they were in an actual relationship, if that makes sense.
No tongue. We want the tongue in the mouth. We want it to stay in the mouth.
No, I mean,
okay, who the fuck is this weird, wrong and woman on live with them. Maybe it was taken out of context, but I do not want those to be the first words I hear when a clip plays on TikTok that involves a 37-year-old woman and a 19-year-old bloke touching each other. They're way too close. They're way too close. And there's some strange woman on the right being like, I want the tongue in your mouth. You need to put the tongue in their mouth.
No tongue. We want the tongue in the mouth. We want it to stay in the mouth.
I seen his
I see this Nunu is ridiculous.
No. I've seen his pee and you see mine.
Nunu? You know that's crazy that I got her like flowers of buchon?
I don't know about you, but that is some knee-slapping Comedy of the Year award level fucking humor right there. I mean, let's just replay her reaction to when Ashley says that a 19-year-old seen her Nunu.
No. I seen his
She's fucking howling. It is the funniest thing in the world to her.
We saw, the whole world saw. 300,000 people saw it.
Okay, so when we went out tonight, like literally, like them females were like, Ash, can we take a picture with you? And I literally looked at him and I'm like, can I take a picture with him? And they were probably like, bro, why are you asking him if you could take a picture with us? Right?
Yeah, and there's a lot of famous people there. It was like a
It was a lot of famous like Mexican artists. And they were like, Ash. And I'm like, who are
Where did you go?
To some Mexican artist show.
It was a award ceremony and they wanted us to be like there for them. Oh, no. Don't try. Hey, if you like spicy, that's it.
You can't eat.
So they were surrounded by actual talented Mexican people who were winning awards for how great they are at their field. I don't know about you, but if I was at a place like that, I would feel very out my depth. I would feel very uncomfortable, and I would feel like, oh god, I don't belong here. I don't deserve to be here. Everyone here is so fucking amazing. And I'm sat here with my 19-year-old boyfriend, struggling to cut a fucking steak. Imagine being one of those artists who's achieved great things, watching people ask for pictures with the 37-year-old and 19-year-old couple who are famous for dating inmates on TikTok Live. The fact that they probably got asked for more pictures and got more attention than the actual artists at the show is just grim.
I've already seen his beepee, and he's already seen my Nunu. Okay?
You need to get off later. You're saying stuff that people don't need to know.
Okay, well.
Okay?
I don't know where the mods are.
You need to get off soon, okay?
You know when you're playing games as a kid on like Discord or something with your pals and your parents walk in, so you mute so you can talk to your parents without your friends hearing? That's exactly what's going on here, except the roles are reversed and the parent is muting the stream so she can talk to her child who is begging their drunk mother to stop talking about the genitalia of both her and her 19-year-old boyfriend. I mean, you know when your daughter is acting like so much more of an adult in that household, things have gone wrong. I can only imagine what usual life is like in that household. Like, I would genuinely despise being one of those daughters. It'd be the worst thing fucking ever. And then you have to go to school, and everyone knows who your mum is. Everyone's probably seen the stream where your mum's talking about her Nunu and Santos's pee-pee. It's not a nice life to live. I really do feel bad for her daughters, man.
Let me get myself situated. Just so y'all know, me and Santos did not do anything, okay? He did come over this morning, but we didn't do anything.
Okay, that's good. That's a good thing. I'm glad that happened. But I have to ask, how did he see your Nunu and how did you see his pee-pee? Was it just sort of like a transaction? Like, hey, look, we're not going to do anything, but like, let's just have a look. Let's just take a peek, a sneak peek to, I guess, get us excited for what can come in the future. I don't even want to say that. That's so grim. But was this like a de-evolved, toned down version almost of just putting the tip in? Fucking hell, I really hate what you know what? I'm done with this line of questioning.
Hold on. What? Alright, where y'all at? Alright, how much did I send her? 200? What are y'all buying? 200? Alright. Bye.
Your daughters deserve a full-time wage for having to fucking put up with you. They're basically babysitting you from what we can tell here. And also, don't look so pissed off. Don't look so annoyed. You ditched your daughters to go on a date with a 19-year-old boy that one of them supposedly even had a crush on. They deserve money. They deserve Christmas gifts. They deserve fucking compensation. If you listened to your children, you would be so much better off right now. You're gonna regret all this shit, man. Like, I know it's making money now, but in like 20 years, when you look back on this part of your life, will you really be happy? I don't think you will.
She was like, your mom was like, could she take a picture with you? So I took a picture with it on her. I was like, yeah.
And she was like, your mom was not the only one who's famous.
You made thousands of dollars the other night and gave those makeup artists like $300. You can give your kids $200 for Christmas gifts considering the amount you made going on a date with a 19-year-old. I know I keep saying that. I know I sound like a fucking broken record at this point. I'm sorry if it's annoying you guys, but it's just so important to this story, man. Maybe Santos stuck her with the bill that night. Maybe Santos made her pay for the first date. I mean, she is the adult in the situation, to be fair. So in a situation like that, maybe the sort of gender roles versus like the age roles, there's like a bit of a mix there. It's weird. I don't know exactly where each one lies, but he is a kid and she is an adult, so I would say that she's probably the one who has to pay. And also, she's streaming the whole fucking thing. I wouldn't like that very much. You know what? If you're streaming this whole thing and making money off of going on a date with me, I would expect them to pay.
Okay, let me send you my,
No, y'all are coming over in a little bit.
When?
In a little bit.
Haley's at, Lexi's.
I know, but she's gonna come over here.
When?
I told you in a little bit. Like today.
I'm gonna take a shower right now.
Alright, go get ready.
And I'm for your Christmas present, I'm gonna get you a customized vocal rose toy.
You're stupid.
It's the way that whenever she talks to her kids, she seems annoyed and like angry at them. She's never fucking got a smile on her face when the kids are around, but whenever Santos is around, a 19-year-old boy who is unrelated to her, has no bearing on her life, or should have no bearing on her life, she's giddy. She's all smiles. She's all dandy roses and fucking dancing dildos. I mean, from what I understand as well, we talked about this in the last video on Ashley Trevino, but the kids were taken away from her and given to, I think, their grandparents, so she has got them back, only to ditch them constantly for young boys.
Don't talk like that on my life. Huh? Don't talk like that on my life. Valemos que te calles, eh?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I know she was speaking Spanish at the end, but I'll be honest, as someone who is very limited in their knowledge of Spanish, it did not sound as though those words were audible at all. So for viewers who are fluent in Spanish and watching my channel, please, I am begging of you, please try to decipher what she just said there, because I am so curious if it was unintelligible for actual speakers of the language. Also, she straight up sounds like she's scolding a child here. And to be fair, I mean, Santos is a child. This is the one time I've ever seen her act her age. Wouldn't you know it? It's not even to her actual children, it's to a fucking unrelated bloke.
What's wrong? He called me and just started talking to me, and like I was already in my feelings because I miss my kids.
Yeah.
And he started talking to me, and I don't know.
When are the girls coming?
I don't know yet, to be honest.
If you miss your kids so much, there really is an easy solution. Maybe stop ditching them in favor of dating a 19-year-old. I'm sorry, but you can't miss your kids that much. You're a fucking liar. You're lying to my face. If anything, I think, and this is a bold theory here, I think that the reason she's crying is because, judging from the wee bar at the top of the screen, she is losing this TikTok live battle, and that very much got to her. So she started crying, she's got the tissues out, and the girl's asking her, oh, why are you crying? What's wrong? And she knows that it'll look pathetic if she goes, I'm losing the live battle, I'm losing. So she's trying to think of like a more justifiable, more viable, more valid reason to be crying that she can empathize with and think, oh, you're a really good empathetic person, Ashley, for crying about how much you miss your children. When in reality, I mean, I'm not a psychologist here, but I don't think she gives a shit. I think she cares about her children just as much as Santos cares about her. Which is not at all, if I haven't made that clear already.
¿Qué rollo? ¿Qué rollo? ¿Por qué andan tan viral en TikTok? Porque somos unos pinches freaky freaks. Hey!
I love that. It's just a cacophony of a language that I don't understand, and then freaky freaks. Is there not a Spanish translation for freaky freaks? I guess not.
Next question. Bueno. Pero, ¿cuándo te vas a regresar para tu casa? Yo ya tengo mi propia casa, yo le compro otra casa para ir, la verdad. A ver, un beso en la frente. En la frente.
Why does she keep laughing? She doesn't even understand what's going on. Santos has to translate for her. She's just laughing at really weird moments, like a fake crowd from, I don't know, The Big Bang Theory. You know what? It's making me uncomfortable. We're moving on. Next video.
La del rogar, pero bien que quería jaja. Y el Santos también le entro.
has a crazy night out with Santos. I wouldn't exactly describe the vibes here as crazy. It looks very mild, in fact. She sipped a drink and then did some weird, awful fucking dance that a 2-year-old could do. She shimmied on the floor a bit and Santos is just screaming into the abyss in Spanish. Not exactly my idea of a great night out. Although, to be fair, I'm not a fan of nights out in general. My idea of a great night out is sitting here editing fucking YouTube videos. So who am I to tell these people how to have fun, to be honest with you? They're probably living life better than I am.
La ex lo abrazaba mucho para que no se lo fueran a quitar. La ex le compró una botella a Santos. Antes de la entrevista,
This is absolutely fucking insane. This is abhorrent behavior from everyone involved here. The club for letting these people in, whoever the bartenders are for letting this underage kid drink, the fact that it's like an actual event that these two people are dating, and also the complete bastardization of such a beautiful I love Mexicans, right? Mexicans are they're good people. The food is incredible. I went to a Mexican restaurant in Florida earlier this year, and it was the most authentic Mexican food I've ever had. They made the guacamole in front of us, like on a wee table, and it was genuinely, I can't eat guacamole anymore because it was so good. Every guacamole here in fucking Scotland tastes like actual shit. A lot of my favorite sports people are Mexican. I have a lot of respect and love for the culture. I think Mexico is a great place. I think the people are amazing. And it's just a shame that that genuinely beautiful culture is being fucking bastardized by these two weirdos on TikTok Live.
It's just one little bad thing and everyone's trying to make me look bad. Like, I literally can't even open up my phone without someone saying, like, Santos, you're fucked up, like this and that. I'm like, bro, I'm just trying to do my day, but it's just like, you know how hard it is to just not even want to open up messages, not even want to open up nothing anymore. And I open up, I open up the Bible verse of the day. What is the Bible verse of the day? A voice of one calling. In the wilderness, prepare the way for the Lord. Make straight in the desert a highway for our God. So, of one calling, a voice of one calling.
Okay, I don't know how to say this nice to Santos, but, go fuck yourself. I do not feel sorry for him one tiny wee bit. I feel about as sorry for him as I do this fucking Google Pixel 6. In fact, I have more sympathy for my Google Pixel 6. It's very overhated in my opinion. Santos is underhated in my opinion. You knew what you were doing. You went into this relationship for clout, for fame, for views, for money. You knew what was going to happen. You can't do that and then expect no hate to come back in return. You can't do a bad thing and then expect nothing bad to come to you. You fucked up. You exploited a woman that you knew you could exploit for views and fame. You can't then have your cake and eat it too. You can't be like, oh, I'm going to do this really shit thing and people are going to love me for it. It's like, no. You have to take the good with the bad. You got your fame, you got your views, I hope you're happy, your money's gone up, but people don't like you anymore because you're a prick. I mean, I'll show you guys his profile now and maybe you'll understand more about what I'm talking about. If you look at his description, it's I love cougars with 2 heart eyes emoji. That is not the first line of anyone's description if you're a normal person. Like, someone's description is like you're meant to learn about the person, learn about what they like, what they do. I'm not great at YouTube descriptions either. Mine is just yo on my channel banner, but imagine if it was I love cougars. I don't think I'd have half the subscribers that I fucking do. You'd all think I was a freak, because that is what a freak would put as their banner. But also, he talks about how much he regrets the decision, how much, oh, I wish I didn't date Ashley, I really regret doing it, it was a bad move, and I'm really sorry. But it's like, if you really felt bad, why are the videos still up? Why are you still profiting off of the situation? Oh, I know why. It's because they have upwards of fucking 20 million views.
Ábranle paso a la modelo de revista. Tú no estás viendo la chapa esa mamacita.
In my opinion, if you really hated being known as the person who dated Ashley, if you really regretted the decision, you wouldn't be profiting off those videos anymore. But maybe, just maybe, that's what you wanted. See, that's just horrible. Like, I don't think you're cool for that. I don't think you're funny for that. I think you're a mean arsehole. It's one thing if someone else reposts something like that, but even then, it's like, there's stuff to criticize her for that isn't about her weight. There's stuff to criticize her for that go beyond intrinsic physical attributes. If you're gonna call Ashley an arsehole, that's fine, because she is an arsehole. She's a bad mother, she's an awful person, she dates inmates, she's fucking awful. why would you make fun of her for her weight? I think it just goes to show the type of character that you are, to be honest. But also, no. You used her. She is the best thing that happened to your career. You got your little views out of it. You stuck with her for however long you needed to get your fame. You are not allowed to then make fun of her and take the piss. She is the fucking reason why you have a platform. She is the reason people know your name. Pipe down. Seriously. Get your fucking ego in check. This is not me defending Ashley, by the way. I hate both of these motherfuckers. I think they're both really weird people. It's these fucking TikTok live weirdos, man. I don't know one. There's not one person who is known for being a TikTok liver, for lack of a better term, that I think is genuinely good or watchable. I think they're all weird. If I ever go live on TikTok, by the way, just know that I've lost everything. Things have not gone well in my life or career.
Did it stink? Oh, what? Oh my god, no. I don't do that. Oh, mames. Se pasan de verga ustedes, too. Y'all can be asking those stuff, man. I've never smoked hash. I'm not, and if it got to the point with me and Ash like that, I wouldn't just go. It does stink. You know, I wouldn't do that. Or like you just like little test tape. Oh my gosh.
Okay, first of all, what was that? Never do anything like that ever again. That made me very uncomfortable. But secondly, if I was talking to someone and I was like, oh, who's your favorite content creator? Who's your favorite YouTuber or TikToker or whatever? And they replied with, Ashley Trevino and Santos. Those are my two favorite people on TikTok. I would curse them into oblivion with my Egyptian powers, my sorcery, the curse of Ra upon you. Your whole family will now stub your big toe every other week for the rest of your lineage, because truly that is exactly what you would deserve. Now on the other hand, if you responded with, you know what, I really like that Dan Kijabo guy and I subscribed to his channel, then I would give you a hug and pat you on the back and some reassuring words about how great and awesome you are.
Chat. I slept over at Ash's house today. It's just because she told me she needed comfort, so I was like, I got her. Got you. I didn't sleep though. She fell asleep.
Okay, so they have slept together. They might have not done anything, but they did sleep together. Maybe someone's lying here. Like, maybe they did actually do some shit. Maybe they weren't actually ever together, like, in the bed. We'll never know. And you know what? I don't really want to know. Because either which way, no matter what happened, nothing's overtly illegal. It's none of our business, really. But also, no matter what, this is fucking weird. This relationship is weird. The way the two interact with each other, both privately and publicly, is really, really fucking weird. If this story is true, it's really odd, because that implies that this isn't just a business relationship. She is calling on him outside of TikTok Live for comfort. Imagine needing comfort from a 19-year-old boy. Imagine being a 37-year-old woman who, when you're needing comfort, when you're a bit stressed in life, you call your signature 19-year-old boy to come cuddle with you in bed. What the fuck is wrong with you? Your life is so sad. You need therapy. You need therapy. You have the money for it, so go to therapy.
Besides my dad, and he can only do so much. Like, you know, like, I wish I had like a friend or like a cousin to call and be like, hey, can you come check this out for me? Hey, can you come do this for me? I don't have that. You know? It's like, I gotta do everything on my own if my dad don't have time.
Your dad is literally taking care of your kids for you. I'm sorry if he doesn't have time for you, love. And to be honest, I'm glad that his loyalty is more with his grandkids than, you know, his actual daughter. Because you are not deserving of that sort of time and attention considering what you do on live. Or just what you do in general. Like, you completely reject ever spending time with your children. You're just a fucking awful individual. It's no wonder you're fucking lonely. Who the fuck would want to hang out with you? I know that sounds horrible and mean, but I'm being honest here. If nobody likes you, if nobody on the planet likes you, maybe the problem isn't everybody else on the planet. Maybe the problem is you.
I was even thinking about paying somebody money just to come do what I need them to do. Like, sorry. I did not want to come on live to do this. I might hop off real quick just so I can get myself together.
You know those weird, lonely, pathetic fucking men in their late 30s or whatever who go on Tinder and set the age to like 19 and only ever like get with 19-year-olds? This is like the female version of that type of bloke. Just nothing going for them. No one in their own age bracket even wants to fucking speak to them because they're that horrible. So to make up for it, they just go for inmates and teenagers because that's the only people who will talk to them. Like she says there, she thinks of paying someone to come over and do what she needs to be done or whatever she was referring to there. And it's that sort of mentality, it's that sort of mindset that leads to you calling 19-year-olds over for a cuddle when you need emotional stability. Anyway, that about does it for the Santos drama, the 17-year-old boy and that saga. It's a well-documented saga, it's an entertaining saga, and it's fucking enthralling. It's unironically probably more entertaining and consistent than the fucking Star Wars sequels. However, somewhat predictably, that is not all that's been going on with Ashley Trevino recently. So let's talk about her other adventures within this time frame. The first of which being her weird relationship with Shorty Bay, another TikTok live streamer. So another weirdo, basically. Maybe just not as much of a weirdo as Ashley is. Although, to be fair, that's not really saying much, is it? It's like being the healthiest item at McDonald's.
He's getting me an Airbnb. If not, I'm gonna be staying at Shorty Bay's house.
She's not coming to my house, Ash. If people don't understand how I feel, this is really embarrassing. I feel bad for her children. If I was a freaking mother, I would never fucking do that type of shit. Because one, they go to school and they go to bully them now. Like, no. Like, doing this, like, on the internet? Like, girl. At this point, do OF. If you go to do that type of stuff, you know what I mean, or no?
Okay, definitely do not do OF. Do not. Even though I do feel as though that is a logical next step in Ashley Trevino's career in her fucked up wee misdemeanored mind. Other than the OF thing though, I'm so glad to hear somebody fucking talking some sense here. Fair enough, the sense really is just common sense, but I'm still glad to hear someone talking about it, and it's a pleasant surprise that it's a fellow TikTok live streamer. Maybe some of you do have your head screwed on. I also just love the way this is edited. Like, yeah, I'm going to Shadi Bay's house next week, no big deal. It's just, you know, she's a good friend of mine and she's gonna let me stay over. And then it cuts to her immediately just being like, yeah, no, that's not fucking happening. It's not fucking happening. What's wrong? I've been recording for too long.
Who does my OF? I will put you on, honey. If you're that thirsty to be in heatness. I know that I used to do that, but now I learned my lesson, and I'm growing, and I don't want her in my house. I don't want her near me. I don't want nothing to do with her.
Me and you both, my friend. Me and you both. Anyway, and perhaps what is genuinely the most shocking part about this whole situation, a little known Jeffree Star gets involved for some reason. Now, before I watch this, I'll be honest with you, I don't know much about the drama about Jeffree Star. I know that people don't like them very much. I know people think that Jeffree Star is a bit of a, you know, fucking arsehole. I know that there are some people who do like them as well, but I'll be honest, I am virtually clueless when it comes to the whole drama surrounding them. So just bear in mind, I will not be approaching this section of the video from like oh yeah, Ashley's a prick, but also Jeffree Star did this, so they don't have the right to criticize Ashley for doing X and Y. I don't know. So I will purely be basing this off of just like a Jeffree Star is a neutral party who I don't know anything about, right? It's just a person. A person who is saying things that I may agree or disagree with.
Can we all get a pair?
What'd he say?
How old are you? 25.
Okay, that's doable.
Alright.
We don't want.
Do you have
I want those. I'm just kidding.
Rarest Pookie, and you'll never get them. Yes. Yes. You wanna know why? Because these were made for me and Travis, Pookie. Y'all ain't gonna. Okay.
Forrest with the lion!
Yeah. Yes, baby. Don't play with the gold about you. Yes.
I don't like her laugh. She does it too often, it's too loud, just at random moments, nothing funny's happening, and this is sad to watch, to be honest with you, because it's so clear that she's just trying to get Jeffree's attention. I don't know much about Jeffree, but I do know that Jeffree Star is a big fucking deal. I know that much at least. And Jeffree's not innocent here either. Like, how far downhill has your life gone? Because you were so popular back in the day. You were such a big influencer, and now this is where your career is at. You're sat on TikTok Live with Ashley fucking Trevino, whose claim to fame is dating inmates, some of which have been put in prison for the worst crimes imaginable.
Did you see us on our date?
Oh no, I see you right now. I don't. What are you talking about?
No, on our date when we went Friday.
No, you guys went out together.
Friday.
Yeah.
We collabed.
No, Jeffrey, he's the one that flew out to take her out.
Where does he live?
Yeah, don't judge them. He's the one who flew to her to take her out. The 19-year-old was taking the 37-year-old out. Because that's how it should be. I don't know how that makes it any less worthy of being judged by adults. I think even children will be judging people for doing such weird things. And you can tell that Jeffree Star is judging them fucking hardcore. Like, that is not a face you make when you think the person you're talking to is being completely reasonable and you don't think either which way about them. That is the face you make when you think the person you're talking to is a fucking weirdo and you're almost entertained by how odd they're acting. Which is how I imagine a lot of people watch these videos, to be honest with you.
No idea what you guys are talking about. That's all I wanted to say for the record. I have no idea. Clearly you guys have a lot to say in the chat. I will do my research later. Xtina, I've never heard of this person, but they have a lot to say. Oh, wow. Oh my God, that's a lot. That's heavy. Oh my God, you guys are saying some really crazy stuff in the chat. Like the... What?
I think that's everyone's reaction when they learn anything about Ashley Trevino, to be fair. Jeffree Star, I don't know anything about you. I don't know if it's cool to like you or if it's cool to hate you, but I do know that I can relate to you in this one instance. So all you can make of that what you will.
I was young when I raised her. My mom was her mom. And I used to like, I don't even want to say this on live because of how I used to treat her. But like, when she would make me mad, like she would take off running and I would just like yank her by the hair and like pull her. And she would be like, Mom, what are you doing? But she was like little. And I didn't know that that was like not the way to treat your daughter, you know?
Nice, just casually admitting on live that you literally physically abused your daughter. Well done, Ashley. I'm really glad you have all this fame and money because my God, do you deserve it. You earned it. I hope you're proud of yourself.
I'm not going to LA, you guys. I don't know why y'all, I'm not going to LA. I would never go there.
I'm not going to LA. I would never. Why would I ever go there? I mean, you fucking sound like you were born and raised there, to be honest with you, mate. Also, why are you contradicting? I mean, you live stream. Everything you say is on the internet. You can't hide away from this shit anymore. Every little bit, every piss you take, every breath you take, every step you take, I'll be watching you. And also, it's clipped up and posted on TikTok for millions of people to see. Big up the Police, by the way. I love that fucking band. It really is a shame that Ashley Trevino is so lonely, so lonely. That being said, as much as I feel bad for her, if I was around her in any way, I would not want her to stand too close to me. But yeah, I mean, it's clear as day that she just doesn't want to go to LA now because Shorty Bay basically told her to fuck off.
Why do you need perfume on right now?
Oh, wait, I actually brought some.
Who are you gonna go see? I didn't give you permission to go see someone.
Shut the fuck up, bitch. Go with Ash.
I would go with Ash. You're only for Monday and Tuesday. Ash is for Wednesday and Thursday.
Guess what? No days for me.
Okay, I was not expecting this. Shorty Bay is in relations with Santos as well? Why is Santos just getting around with these middle-aged fucking TikTok live streamers? Santos, you really are a piece of work, mate. Can you fucking stop exploiting these people for views and money and then complaining that people are attacking you for it or criticizing you for it? You are worthy of criticism here, mate. With how fucking self-obsessed you are, you're probably watching this video as well. So I truly mean this. You need to get a grip. You're young as fuck, my friend. Don't let your legacy become the guy who dated Ashley Trevino for like a week and cuddled with her in bed and saw her nunu. Is that really how you want to be remembered? thank you for everything, Pappy. He's 19 fucking years old. This is disgusting. I can't believe this. Everyone, I liked Shorty Bae for a minute there. I was warming up to her. I was like, you know what? She's the only person in this whole situation speaking sense. But no, she's just as bad as every other fucker involved. Why is everyone so silly on TikTok, man? Why can't someone just come on TikTok and be like, oh, hello everyone, I would really recommend that you open up a stocks and shares ISA if you live in the UK because it's very good for your financial future. You know, say something normal for a fucking change. Or, you know what, guys? Today I'm going to be cooking a chicken breast and some eggs. And that's it. That's all I'm going to be doing. I'd really love to see something like that. You know, something refreshing for a change. Something just normal. Something peaceful. Yeah, I've just checked her Instagram, by the way, and she is indeed posting pictures with fucking Santos. Can I sit on your lap, daddy? You're mine, Santa, with a kitty emoji with heart eyes. You know what? Fuck this. So many things have happened since my last video on Ashley Trevino, even though it's only been a few days. The first and most important of which is that Santos finally got a new girl. Does this one have their senior's bus pass? I don't know, but stay tuned to find out, folks. But this supposed girl crashed a hot date with Ashley and Santos, who I suppose got back together for some reason. I guess Santos needed his rent paid.
He literally said, chinga tu puta madre.
Then the police show up and arrest Santos.
Friends underage, so please come to my house because they're outside right now checking out all our IDs.
They took your ID.
They took mine.
Oh my God.
The cops are here.
They're knocking
Please
in.
come now.
Okay. We're moving way too quickly, because we've not even covered the most important development, which is that, yes, I'm not in my gaff right now, I'm at my parents for the holidays. Don't worry, guys, I know change is scary, but in 2 or so videos, I'll be right back in my own gaff. My parents actually wanted to be in the room whilst I recorded, but with my potty mouth, yeah, there's no way I was gonna let that happen. Anyways, after that intro, I'm sure that a lot of you guys are wanting to know exactly what's going on here, because believe it or not, what I've listed isn't even the half of it. So before we dive into it all properly, be sure to subscribe to the channel. You guys really liked my last video on Ashley, and this will probably be my first video of the year as well, so you know what? Let's start this year properly. And on top of that, I've been genuinely getting like a myriad of comments telling me about how they've been unsubscribed from the channel against their will, which is a violation of your human rights. So if you want to stick up to the man, then get subscribed to the Dan Kijabo YouTube channel. Okay, so spoilers, guys. We do know that the police turn up eventually because that's like the most important part of the whole story. But I guess we should cover what happened before the police turned up so that we know exactly why they showed up and that it makes sense to us. And all of that involves this other girl that Santos ended up with, I guess you could call it cheating on Ashley. I don't know if they were monogamous or if that was like established. I don't know the dynamics of Ashley Trevino and Santos's relationship, so please forgive me for that. I know that not being up to scratch on every little nook and cranny between the relationship of a 19-year-old and a 37-year-old woman is punishable by lynching, but if you guys could please forgive me, I don't fully know the dynamics, so this other girl getting involved was like a big blow to Ashley Trevino's ego. Now, I'm sure a lot of you have heard of this other girl. Her name is Brianna Olsen, and she's a whole ass character who we will talk more about later. But for now, here are the DMs that she leaked on her Instagram story, which started this whole drama. Ashley Trevino, he may be yours tonight, but he knows where home is at, mama. With like an in awe, in love emoji. Now, just for reference, Brianna Olsen, who's obviously the one who posted this story, also has a child. So we're introducing another absolute deadbeat mother into the equation here. And what happens when you have 2 deadbeat mothers and 1 19-year-old arsehole in one room? You get a banging Dan Kijabo video. But also an awful situation to be a part of. Hey, says Santos. What's good, says Brianna Olsen. I'm sure this is some riveting conversation here. For everyone still in school who thinks that adults just grow this magical power to be more social or more extroverted, I don't know, maybe I've just not had that patch delivered to me yet, but I mean, it seems as though it's wrong based on this alone. To be fair, one of them is an actual child, and this is how year 8s flirt. This is like their sexy talk, I guess. Except Brianna Olsen is a mother, so there's nothing sexy about it. But anyway, Santos comes back with a magnificent through ball. He goes, my bad, I got pretty busy yesterday. What you doing next weekend? I'm gonna be back in LA. Hot damn, things are getting pretty saucy in here. I don't know about you. It's getting a little sexy. I'm getting a little hot in here. It's a good thing I'm not wearing a hoodie because I'd have to stop this recording. Fuck me. Now, I know this will come as a big shock to a lot of you guys, but unfortunately, these messages were faked, so this magnum opus, this Shakespearean dialogue, didn't even happen in real life, which is really depressing for me. But it also just adds like a whole nother level of patheticness to this situation, because if we're really thinking about it, why are you faking messages with a 19-year-old to make it look as though he likes you more than he likes the other 37-year-old deadbeat mother? Why are 2 adults at your big age arguing and fighting over an actual fucking child. And by the way, a lot of people commented in my last video talking about, ooh, 19 years old isn't a child. It's disingenuous for you to call him a child. Now, look, I'm not calling him a minor by any means. And I get where you're coming from. And I think it's perfectly fine to have that opinion. I guess it is just a matter of how you define the word child. And I play a bit fast and loose with that definition because someone commented about like, ooh, you're only 20 years old, so you're like a year older than him. First of all, I'm 2 years older than him now, 21, baby. But secondly, yes, I would still consider myself a fucking child. If someone characterized me as a child, I would have no qualms with that. I certainly still feel like one. I mean, let's not be silly, guys. Santos is literally still a teenager. For me to call him a child is not the biggest blow in the world. However, if you disagree with me, I'm not going to pretend like I don't understand. I get it. But yeah, I just wanted to clear that up. In my opinion, 19 years old is a child. And everyone who is an adult in this situation, everyone who's like over the age of 20 or whatever, think of yourself back at 19. Looking back in hindsight, do you really consider your 19-year-old self to be an adult or a child? I'd be willing to guess it's probably the latter. Anyway, here's Brianna Olsen's first speaking appearance in this whole situation. We'll talk more about her and her history later, but for now, just know that she is an integral part of why the cops were called on Santos. So here's her grand introduction.
Is this girl ever being a mother? Every day, sister, what? Hello. You carry a baby for 9 months. When you birth that baby, that means you're a mother.
Okay, I know we've not got to the important bit where she talks about how she's flying out to meet Santos yet, but let's just dissect what she said there. It's never a good sign when your response to somebody questioning your skills as a mother is, well, I birthed them. They were in my belly for 9 months and they came out of my pussy, so I must be a mother. If the only motherly thing you can point to yourself doing to prove yourself as a mother isn't, you know, putting a roof over their heads or feeding them 3 times a day or just being nice to them when they're sad and need a bit of encouragement, if the only thing you can say that proves yourself to be a mother to your children is, well, I birthed them, then you're probably a piece of shit mother.
Not coming to LA because he was sick in the beginning of December, so his doctor recommended that like it's just better if he just doesn't travel right now, but he'll be in LA next month.
Or, I know this is like a revolutionary idea, so I don't blame you for not thinking of it, but I think the better idea here would be to just, you know, not do anything with him. Not everybody needs a 19-year-old Mexican boy in their life, do they? Unless you want maybe like a Spanish teacher, but he can't be a fucking qualified one. He's not even old enough to have finished uni. Seriously though, why are so many grown adults fighting over this wee child? What does he have that is so appealing to them? Is it really just a clout thing? Because the only reason he has clout is that he dated Ashley Trevino. I say dated with massive quotation marks, by the way, but his fame, his popularity is not even based on his own actions. He is not the clout machine here. Ashley is. If you want fame, go for Ashley. Go harass her. But leave Santos out of it because you're just making this 19-year-old kid way more famous than he needs to be. You're gonna fuck his life up more than he already has. I mean, we already know how this story ends. He gets the police calling him, and that does not end well. So as much as I'm saying all this, it doesn't really mean much in hindsight now, does it? It would be like if I sat here and said unironically, oh, John Lennon really should have stayed at home on December the 8th, 1980. Like, yeah, obviously it's true, but it doesn't mean much 40 years later.
Of the year that I have to go to Dallas, like everyone's there, which is perfect because I'm gonna see Santos, and he's like, there's a bunch of other creators that are there right now, I guess, and I guess there's like an event happening next weekend. I'm like, wait a minute, is this like the perfect time for me to go? She's gonna see Ash's boyfriend. We share him.
Could you imagine if this was your mother? I reckon, honestly, it'd be a great idea to get Bree's kids and Ashley's kids, because they could bond over having really, really fucking horrible mothers. No other child could go up to Ashley's daughter and go like, hey man, look, I know how you feel. My mother also talks about 19-year-olds peni on live on TikTok for millions of people to see. My mother is also in a 3-way relationship with another mother and a 19-year-old boy, so I know exactly how you feel, man. Let's be friends and play football. No one can do that, apart from Bree's kids and Ashley's kids, and that is an opportunity that is too good to pass up on, so get them on a play date and they'll be the best of friends. They need someone to be friends with because they certainly aren't friends with their fucking parents.
Just over her child.
Yeah. Second time's a charm. Second time's a charm.
You're cheating on Ash?
That's my mom.
That's her. Wait, what? I'm so confused.
You should be.
Let me exit out. I'm embarrassed for myself. Take care. Cuídate. Mwah.
I don't know who that guy was, but by involving himself in the situation, he's definitely put himself on some weird registry, so it was a good thing that he was covering his eyes. He's less identifiable that way. And I will say the only thing I've heard that makes any sense in this video so far was that he embarrassed himself by being in any way related to this situation at all. But I'll tell you what, man, you've made it on my channel, so make of that what you will. And if you are watching this video, my friend, really question yourself. What have you done to get to a point in life where you actually genuinely care that Santos is cheating on Ashley Trevino? And if you come back and say like, oh, I don't really care, mate, your reaction was bonkers. You went, oh! Wait, you're cheating on Ash? It's like the world's shittest Pokemon fanfic.
I'll put it on regular chat.
So tipsy.
You tipsy? I'm tipsy.
I haven't drank in like 4 days.
I've been itching to knock
To what? That was really loud. Facts, you have to.
Look. But my boy, he cooks it all by himself.
I don't know how to cook.
You don't know how to cook?
I like when men cook for me.
Yeah, I'll cook.
I clean. I just don't like to cook.
Watching stuff like that where the two are really close and personal, getting way too flirty, does that make anybody else wildly uncomfortable? Because it certainly does me. I feel like I'm watching two really close family members have sex with each other. I feel like I'm watching a really well-renowned childhood figure like Mr. Rogers have a wank here. I feel like I'm watching Bob Ross yell racial slurs in the middle of Times Square. You know what I mean? Are you leveling with me here? It's just not something that my body feels as though is correct. I feel like I'm watching a video that isn't real. It's from like the fifth dimension, if that makes sense. I just can't picture a world where this is normal. This is like a thing that you can do to help your career and not ruin it. I know they're not in LA, they're in Dallas, Texas or whatever, but it really does feel like this can only happen in LA. It's got LA internet culture written all over it, man. And I've got to say, because it seemed in the last video that Ashley was genuinely saddened by Santos when, you know, he didn't want anything to do with her, so it feels to me as though Ashley actually wanted some sort of romantic relationship with Santos, which is just fucking grim. Like, it wasn't even a business thing. I wonder if Brie feels the same way. Like, I wonder if Brianna Olsen is like, ooh, I want a bit of Santos, to be honest with you. Or if she has the self-awareness to go, obviously Santos is just using me for views and money. I'll play along with it because it does really good things for my career as well. Which it shouldn't, by the way. The fact that that's even a possibility is fucking insane. But I would respect that more than if she genuinely wanted a connection with this 19-year-old boy.
Say on social media, right? The one I told you?
Yeah, that one you would get sued if you said that.
Yeah, I just, yeah.
Christmas.
We should watch that.
Bro, look, this is the best Christmas present I could ever wake up with. Jenny, thank you for the galaxy. Look, like waking up to that Christmas present and this Christmas present.
Good Christmas.
Like, come on, like, you have to think about it. Like at my age, like as a guy.
Wait, have you
like,
been to Corpus?
Yeah.
I think Santos might have some unresolved mummy issues. I'm no psychologist here, so anyone who's got a major in psychology or whatever, first of all, I hope you're not a twat, because a lot of you are, but secondly, can you please, like, help me out here? Does this scream, like, mummy issues? I'm not too sure. Also, on the off chance that 90% of my subscribers are psychology majors, I take it back. You're not twats at all. That's only if you're subscribed, by the way. It's an ultimatum there. I will say, it is pretty clear that Santos digs Brianna more than he ever dug Ash, if that makes sense, because he's actually, you know, engaging in physical affection / contact, like he's actually kissing her, even if it's not like a sorry, it's more of a kiss you'd give your mother, ironically enough. But that's more than he was ever willing to do with Ashley. So either what he is willing to do for clout and fame has increased exponentially, or he just likes Brianna a bit more than Ashley. Which, you know what, I don't think it fucking matters. Like, I don't even know why that's something that I am dissecting here.
Tony's like 2 hours.
I'll show you a few pictures of Corpus.
You're on the beach or no?
I had little grills at the time. I used to wear grills when I was younger.
Where's the
Yeah, so
okay,
like, I got rated this year. Like one of my. Yeah, so.
So yeah, people already know.
People already know what.
Also, I'm in a court case right now, so I don't.
Ash, wait, is that the real Ash? Let me see. I can't tell. Yeah, that's the real Ash. All right, Ash, we're heading over there. Oh, I'm heading over there in a bit. I'm just waiting for my outfit to come. I know. I'm trying to take a nap too.
I'm so tired.
I'm gonna spend Christmas with Ash.
Yeah.
You're spending Christmas with Ash. Okay. I know I mentioned that he might have some mummy issues here, but if you're spending Christmas with Ashley Trevino as a 19-year-old kid, then unironically, I can't believe I've never asked this question before, but where are your parents? Does Santos just not have any parents? Because that would be really, really sad if so. Like, has he just been disowned? I just don't know. Is he an orphan? I hope not, because that'd make this video a whole lot less funny. I couldn't really make fun of it if that was the case. I'm just so confused at who raised this man with the morals necessary to do the things that he is doing. I guess my question is, do you think his parents don't talk to him because of what he's doing? Or do you think that he's doing what he's doing because of the way that his parents raised him? It's an interesting question, and it's one that I truly don't think we will ever have the answer to.
Bro, why did I wake up with a hickey?
What a fantastic start to this TikTok, bro. Why did I wake up with a hickey? Why the fuck do you think you woke up with a hickey, you silly plonker? They don't just appear out of thin air, do they? You weren't bitten by a spider or anything. They haven't painted it on. You let Brianna Olsen suck the fuck out of your neck like a wee vampire, and now you have a hickey. Don't act surprised. Unless it truly did happen whilst you were asleep, in which case, Brianna Olsen, you are a fucking freak, which we already knew you were a weird, creepy freak, but if you did that, then you're even more of a freak. It's a 19-year-old boy, and you are unconsensually sucking the fuck out of his neck, giving him a hickey, I guess for some weird territorial bullshit, whilst he's asleep, and you're a mother. It's one thing if two teenagers in uni do it, you're an actual mother, and even if you're a teen in uni, don't do it whilst they're asleep. In fact, even if you're a teen in uni, fucking leave the neck out of it. It's so juvenile, it's so elementary. Even when I was like 18 years old going on nights out and shit, I always thought that shit was fucking gross. I had one girl try to do that shit in an actual nightclub, and I genuinely remember standing there thinking like, what the fuck has my life come to? This will be my last night out. And it was my last night out. I left immediately after, and I've never been on a night out since. And you know what? I think I'm happier for it.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah,
Sorry.
you're getting a bad hickey.
I just forgot your wife. So it's just horrible.
This shit is just so immature. I hate people that say this. I think they're stuck-up pricks, but you guys seriously need to grow up. Santos, you're kind of in the clear with the hickey thing, but Brianna Olsen, you are a mother. You're a whole-ass grown woman. You can't do it and be like, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to. It was an accident. No, it wasn't. Fuck off. You did it on purpose. This is like diving into a swimming pool, getting out, and then being like, what? Why am I wet for? What the fuck? What's going on here?
Because Ash just texted you.
What?
She says, thank you for everything, but you disgust me.
Thank you for everything, but you disgust me is a very odd thing for Ashley Trevino of all people to say. Like, I think I have more room to say that than anybody else here. I can say to Santos, you know what, mate? Thank you for the views, but you still disgust me, because that would make sense. I guess Ashley is thanking Santos for being there when she was emotionally distraught to give her cuddles or whatever, because that's what normal 37-year-old women do when they're feeling a bit sad. They call the local 19-year-old Mexican to come over and cuddle them until they're happy again. Also, guys, this is a big slanderous claim that I've had thrown on me since I made my last video on Ashley Trevino. It was the bit where I talked about how I love Mexican culture, and I gave an example of the food that I really enjoyed, and I mentioned that I had really authentic Mexican food, yes, in Florida, and the comments fucking grilled me for it. And you know what? I get it, because it's like if someone said, oh, I had really good Arabic food in fucking Sweden. I get it, right? But you guys don't understand how good this food was. Like, the guacamole was so insanely good, and the fact that it was made in front of us, like there were no tricks or MSG or like any trickery or wizardry involved in making this guac. It was just pure, fresh, high quality ingredients mashed together into this delicious tasting guacamole. It had to be authentic. They had to be getting it from the best suppliers that money could buy. Not to mention, it wasn't like American servers. There weren't people like, hey, how can I help you today? what's your order? What do you want from this authentic Mexican restaurant? They were Mexican people. Like, they were lovely Mexican people, could barely speak a lick of English, and to me, that screams authenticity. Now, that being said, I understand why you flame me in the comments, but I had to clear my name there because you guys don't fucking understand how good that guacamole was. And to everyone who hasn't seen my last video on Ashley Trevino, all of that will make no fucking sense to you, but alas, we move on. Anyway, here is where shit gets juicy. Here is where the police get involved, and I think the crime reported was that Santos was underage drinking, which makes sense. We pointed this out in the last video. I was like, how the fuck is Santos even getting into these clubs and drinking when he's 19 years of age? Because to my knowledge, every state in America, the legal drinking age is 21 years old. And I'm not daft. I understand that probably 90% of fucking children in America underage drink at some point in their lives, but to do it on TikTok Live to an audience of millions of people is a little bit bizarre. And I guess finally that shit came back to bite Santos in the ass. Now the cops get involved when Ashley and Santos are together, but the story begins with Ashley being sad that Santos ghosted her, so we'll begin there.
Bro, I hate him.
Bro, I love this ethereal War of the Roses type music to Ashley Trevino crashing out that she can't spend Christmas with a 19-year-old. It is the most melodramatic, insane thing ever. Big up the uploader for editing that music into it because it's pretty fucking funny. It probably summarizes exactly what Ashley is feeling inside of her, but to everybody else, get a fucking grip, love. You have 2 children. Spend Christmas with them. Oh my god, I can't believe this. The more I think about it, the more insane it gets. You're genuinely crashing out that you can't spend your Christmas with a 19-year-old boy when you have 2 fucking children to look after. Now, the caption said that she had a brisket waiting for him all day and he just ghosted her for it. To be fair, I'd be pretty gutted if I had a brisket waiting for someone all day and they just ghosted me, especially if we pre-planned for that date or whatever. When I was still living in uni dorms, I had like a whole slow-cooked braised beef in the oven for hours that day. It was gonna be like a whole day thing. I had some stock cooking for like 12 hours as well. It was gonna be fucking great, and it was all for one girl that I fancied at the time who ghosted me last second, so I got all my roommates to come in and we all had the food together. They gave me shit for getting ghosted, obviously. They were bullying me, but they enjoyed the fucking food, and you know what? It was a net wholesome experience because the food was eaten by people that I enjoyed the company of. Ashley has the opportunity to do something similar. You know, there are ways to turn this negative experience into a positive one. You can fix this situation, and I know that you don't have roommates, but you do have 2 actual children. Why don't you just, I don't know, feed them? It does not take Stephen Hawking's mind to figure out how to not be depressed over the fact that a 19-year-old is not spending Christmas with you. Now, unfortunately, Santos does end up meeting with her that day, so all those tears were for fucking nothing. Although, she did say, oh, I hate him, I actually hate him, so supposedly, even though Santos is available now, she wouldn't go with him, right? She hates him. No, she still goes for it. She's just a wee fucking puppet. Santos has her own strings, man. It's insane. I have to wonder, was she crying because she genuinely likes Santos and is sad that he's gone away? Or is she crying because maybe she'll make only $5,000 that week instead of $8,000 because Santos really helps with her views?
I think he's here. I think Santos is here.
Tap, 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 tap. Tap, chat. Everybody tap my face.
Here. He's here. Hold on.
Whoever's picking these music pieces, by the way, is my fucking hero. They're so funny. It's a Christmas miracle! Santos is coming for Christmas, everyone! It's like Santa Claus! To be fair, Santa, it's pretty fucking similar. I'd be equally as happy if Santos came to my door instead of Santa Claus. You know how people, like, dress up as the Grinch to surprise their children and steal all the presents? People should do that with Santos. The dad in the family should dress as Santos, invade the home, and steal the kid's mother away from them to show those kids how Ashley Trevino's daughters feel.
Yeah, the holes are here. Hey, I got on a hole like 3 times this year.
Y'all are crazy.
Yay.
He brought the girls.
Your daughters?
No. Hold on, I'm battling Heffa.
Oh, not her big head.
Follow you. Let's go, guys. Everybody snipe, 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 snipe.
Please get when you see me.
Bro, everyone calls him Mini Heffa.
Mini Heffa? Like, people Heffa?
They do.
Hey, Heffa.
I'm just gonna pause the video here. Look at the three people on the frame right now. For those who know anything about cinematography, first of all, the triangulation here is perfect, right? It's brilliant. What a well put together and dynamic shot. But secondly, whose idea of a great Christmas is this? The fact that these three people have genuinely taken this situation. Nightmare blunt rotation, first of all. But genuinely, the fact that these three individuals think that the situation they are currently in is the ideal version of Christmas this year genuinely saddens me. These are two women with children. I know I keep saying that, but it's so important here because their kids are nowhere to be seen. The only kid that is involved in their lives in the past month or so at all is a 19-year-old who is not even related to either of them. He's just playing them for fucking fools. It is insane. Anyway, here's where the vibe starts to shift because the police finally show up.
I don't mind.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I have an extra
Okay.
room.
It seems like TikTok is the blessing and the curse.
Nobody knows my address.
All the time, the police don't do nothing about it.
So Ashley,
Yes.
so you know, this gentleman is 19 years old. Okay. So
But he's not drinking.
I had a reason to be here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's 19 years old. Nobody's going to jail. You need to be a little more aware of who's coming to your house.
Can you please tell them to quit harassing my dad?
No.
Don't you worry
That's
about
y'all
it,
on
okay?
TikTok.
No, but they're on the phone. Like, fuck you, bitch.
Here's your ID.
Can I put the open up your?
Here's your ID back.
Thank you.
Just be a little more aware who you got coming here. People are watching. He's drinking. You provide alcohol to a minor. That's an offense.
Okay, but he's literally not even drinking.
And nobody's going to jail.
Okay.
I'm just saying. So y'all have a good night. Okay.
Thank you.
Can I ask you something real quick?
What's up, man?
Is it against the law? Just so you know, I put that sign up there for my daughter. For somebody to
You're goofy. My fucking age, bro.
Okay, there's a lot to dissect there. First of all, they got in so much shit, in so much trouble, that Ashley Trevino's character became unlockable again. Like, you see the way she's just a shadow there? It's like in Smash Brothers when the character's not been unlocked yet. It's like in Lego Star Wars when you've got the unlockable character, the way that her silhouette is just showing. You can't see exactly who it is, but, ooh, is that Ashley Trevino? I know that shadow anywhere, boy. Who's that Pokemon, baby? But secondly, she mentions her dad being there, like, hey, you guys can talk to my dad. So I guess her family is actually in the gaff. Maybe her daughters are there, her dad certainly is there, so I would assume that her daughters are also with her. Does this make it any better? Maybe a little bit, but there's also some new issues here that are just wrong for different reasons, because imagine being with your family, and then your mum goes, by the way guys, I'm gonna bring some guests over, like some family friends, right? Well, that's what you'd expect anyway, and if that's what I was expecting, and these two fuckers came up, then honestly, I'd probably wish that my mother didn't invite me over for Christmas. But anyway, Ash's whole point here on why Santos is not breaking the law and they're all completely in the clear is that Santos was not drinking anything. However, the fucking idiot didn't realize that she was literally live streaming everything so that the police could see her, you know, giving a child beer. And that's another thing, by the way, for everyone who was saying, oh, 19's not a child, 19's not a child. In America, you're literally not allowed to drink at 19 years old. That's pretty fucking childish. It's pretty difficult to claim yourself to be an adult when you're under the legal drinking age, if that makes sense.
Okay.
But we're Ubering, so like...
Just got to check.
Okay, yeah, no problem.
I'm from forward.
Here.
Of course, haters are gonna do that shit. Dude, that's kind of crazy. Not that crazy.
Where you live?
Make sure y'all know I'm here.
Yeah, right?
Shit.
Hey, but why'd you bang like that? I was about to get up and...
Make sure you know I'm here.
I'm sober now.
Now, for me, if the police showed up to my door whilst I was live streaming because they thought a crime was being committed in our household, me personally, I would not be busting joke with them. I would turn off the live stream, say, you know what, guys, give me just a second, I'll sort this out. If it gets sorted, I'll be right back. I wouldn't go up to the police, phone in hand, recording the conversation we were having. Hey, man, you were really banging that door way too loudly. Why did you do that, man? And then get a shot of everyone's reaction. That is so funny. I can't believe you would talk to the police police officer like that? You're such a little rascal, aren't you? Take it a little bit more seriously, man. Your freedom is at stake here.
Friends underage, so please come to my house because they're outside right now checking out all our IDs.
They took your ID.
They took mine.
Oh my God.
The cops are here.
They're knocking
Please
again.
come now.
Alexa, stop.
See, they stopped the Alexa. The Alexa can stop, but the live stream continues. It's good to know they have their priorities straight.
Christmas birthday.
Bro, only fucking.
Bro,
People really have like so much fun with fucking that.
people are tan así de pendejo.
Chew it.
What happened? Although you've been gaining weight, yeah. She closed the door.
I had my bag.
Like behind her?
Yeah. No.
No, she went outside?
No, he was behind her.
She went outside?
Yeah. She said, I don't know what the fuck it was.
Well, let's check on her. Let me check on her.
You?
No.
Definitely not you.
Did you hear that? Santos wants to go check on Ashley because she's gone to the police officer, to which Bree responds, no, we can go check on her, definitely not you. I wonder why. I wonder why that is. Is it because maybe Santos is 19 years old and he is underage drinking and you're live streaming it for everybody to see and you know you're breaking the law and the police, whose job it is to maintain the law, are mere meters away from you. And now you shit the bed a little bit. Maybe you should have thought of that before you publicly showed yourself distributing alcohol to underage folk to millions of people. Do TikTok live streamers just lack any fucking basic foresight at all? It's like, you know what? I would really love to murder someone, but what's the best way to get away with it? Oh, I know. Let me live stream the whole thing on Twitch. Then maybe I'll get 10 gift subs per time I stab my victim. I'm sure this won't come back to bite me in the ass. Like, I mean, how could it? I've covered every option here. I've been thinking of live streaming on this channel at some point soon, so leave it in the comments what nefarious activity, what menace to society activities you would like to see me perform live here on YouTube, baby. For every year in prison, getting caught would get me requires an extra 10 quid in donations, by the way. Sorry.
The fuck, I can't do that.
Damn, yeah.
Oh, I can't do it.
That's how you know I'm from Corpus.
I swear to God.
Doesn't mean it's in Brie. Just kidding.
Dude.
There's bags in that second drawer for the food.
That's why my username is WildCloud3. I'm retired though. Now I'm just like.
This whole thing is just so lame. Like, who watches this shit? I guess the police are involved, so people might be more interested now. For me personally, I couldn't think of anything that would kill a vibe in a party more successfully than live streaming the whole thing. Like, hey guys, say hello to the camera. I know you're having a lot of fun right now talking to your friends, and I know you're gonna get really drunk, so everything you do is probably gonna be something you regret, but just know that I am live streaming, so there's no taking it back. In this fictional world, you have an American accent, I guess, and you just stop bothering to do it halfway through your sentence.
Yeah, I turned 20 in like less than.
At Mama Por Dios.
Oh yeah, we gotta check when you go.
Why are they silly? Why are they so dumb? Why are they so stupid? Do they think that because the cops have left, there is zero chance of them coming back? It's like lightning, it only strikes once. Because everyone knows once the cops come to your house one time, they're not allowed to come back again. They've crossed that house off the list. There is no chance that any of you could ever commit a crime ever again. Me personally, I must be a glitch. I must be a malfunction because I've been stop and searched so many fucking times. It is insane. Whenever I go out, I have to basically account into my schedule that at some point I will be stop and searched. So I have to leave a little bit earlier a lot of the time. Next time that happens, I'll tell the police officer, oh, actually, no, this has actually happened once before, so you've covered me off, because I can't be carrying anything new now. I wasn't carrying anything last time, and everyone knows that you can only carry the same items every time you go out, so you're good, I'm safe. Little old me could not cause any danger to society unless I was live streaming and they were donating money to me, in which case I'll do fucking anything. Anyway, guys, brace yourselves for this, because it is genuinely quite sad. The cops ended up confiscating Santos's fake ID. I know, it's such a shock. They were already at the house, but for some reason they came back again. They broke the police officer's code and took Santos's fake ID after they found out they were fucking lying about everything. Is there no justice in the world anymore? I guess not. Now, as much as I don't want to show you this video, it is very uncomfortable. We have to watch Santos's tear-jerking, heartbreaking reaction to having his fake ID ripped away from him.
Okay, so don't let them win.
Bro, they already did. They already did. Like,
no, they
like
didn't.
that. I worked so hard for my college degrees. I worked so hard for my food truck. Like I worked so hard for a bunch of other things, chat. Like, and y'all just like, bro, y'all ruining everything. Like the haters.
Clearly you don't work very hard for your fucking audio balancing, because what was that at the end of that sentence? Yo, I work so hard for my food truck, I work so hard for my college degree. You guys ruin fucking everything. Why do you guys do this to me? It's so annoying. I hate that, by the way. I really do hate that. Not one fucking ounce of accountability, Santos. You did this. You pretended to fancy Ashley because you knew it would achieve you money and TikTok views. You pretended to fancy Brianna Olsen. You were going about getting with all these mothers, getting with all these deadbeat fucking mothers who also go live on TikTok every now and then as a fucking career because you knew it would serve you very well. Or maybe you just wanted to feel special. Maybe you just wanted a bit of fucking, what's the word? Validation from these fucking weirdo people. Either which way, you have done loads of things here for your own self-worth. You've done loads of things here strictly to appease you. And now you're angry that not everything has gone your way. You've taken all the good, you've squeezed everything out of this situation. You've squeezed water from a rock. In a way, it's almost impressive for your career. And you are not willing to take any of the bad that comes with that. Any of the bad that comes with your fucking abhorrent actions. As much as I've been calling you a child, as much as I've been saying you're 19 years old, and that yes, I do consider 19 years old to be a child, you're not a fucking toddler. You know right from wrong, and you should know better. You've got a college degree, you're an educated person, you should fucking know better. This is insane. What you're doing is insane, and the fact that you can't take any responsibility for what you're doing, you really are a fucking child. And the fact that these grown women adore you as much as they do is even more disgusting considering how immature you are. Maybe they're the only people who fucking put up with you, so that's why you hang around them so much. But either which way, Santos, you really fucking disgust me. I mean that, truly. And you deserved your fake ID taken away from you. You deserve these opportunities to be ripped away from you at the minute, because there's a lot of rebuilding you need to do here. There's a lot of rebuilding you need to do. There's a lot of actions you need to take to regain the goodwill of society, to make yourself someone worth, I don't know, liking again. And I think the first step is deleting TikTok, getting off social media, and having a fresh start. That goes for everybody involved in this situation, by the way. Santos, Brianna Olsen, Ashley Trevino, all of you need to fuck off. But anyway, let's watch the rest of this magnificent clip.
My closest friends out here talking shit to me.
You know what? Because what y'all are doing to him, whatever I make right now in my life, it's going to go towards him.
It doesn't matter.
No, it does matter. Because they shouldn't do that shit to you. You deserve everything.
Oh, sweet, merciful Ashley Trevino, you're such a good wee person. You deserve everything, she says. That's probably more than she's ever said to her fucking daughters. She has shown more care for Santos, unironically, than she ever has for her own daughters.
It doesn't matter.
No, it does matter. Because they shouldn't do that shit to you. You deserve everything.
Yo, anything donated to this stream, I'm gonna donate it to Santos because he just deserves everything. He's just my wee boy, and he deserves the whole. Professionals, can you sort your fucking mic out? It's just a phone mic. I don't even know how this is happening, man.
Y'all need to stop freaking bullying him.
I actually need some Q-tips.
Guys, go send him some money. Go send him some galaxies. Go send him.
I can't watch this. Guys, go send him some galaxy. Go send him some galaxies. Bye. I can't deal with this. I can't fucking hack it no more.
Guys, go send him some money. Go send him some galaxies. Go send him. X says, I'm gonna follow you back, baby.
I feel like crashing out.
Yeah, I am following you back, baby.
To everybody watching this video, go follow my Instagram, Dan Kijabo. It's on screen right now. But just know, do it with the knowledge that I will not follow you back. No matter what, I am not gonna follow you back, baby.
Can you get the names recorded, please?
Yeah.
Stop. I got you. I told you that. I told you I got you. I got you. I got you, babe. I got you, babe. Stop. I got you. Stop.
Remember earlier when I was talking about how I feel like I'm watching Mr. Rogers have a wank? Yeah, I'm getting that feeling again, but even stronger this time, because she's going to comfort him and hug him and be physically affectionate, and he is literally leaning away from her, doing everything in his power to get as far away as possible from Ashley Trevino. He wants fucking nothing to do with her, and she just is not getting that hint. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not the best at getting hints either, but usually when I don't get a hint, it's when someone likes me and I don't realize they like me. If someone doesn't like me, oh, I get those hints straight away.
Stop.
She really is acting way more motherly towards Santos than she ever has her own daughters. We've never seen her be even close to this affectionate with her daughters. And ideally, yes, that would be something for off camera. That would not be something that you show for the whole world to see. It should not be something you show for the whole world. But let's be honest here, there is no way she does this off camera to her daughters. Not a chance. If she was even a little bit good to her daughters, if she was a good mother in any way, shape, or form, knowing her, she would live stream it for everyone to see because she would want everyone to know, hey guys, look at me. I'm a good mum. I'm not the prick that you guys think I am. Anyway, Santos left and Ash and Bree, I guess, are they're besties now. They were beefing earlier over Santos, but now that Santos is out of the equation, I guess they're besties.
I can't wait to see him this weekend.
She's gonna buy him a cute little outfit.
I'm gonna buy him everything.
You gotta drip him out though.
I am.
We'll get them matching outfits though,
We are.
Since he's
Grandpa and Santos.
Oh my god,
and
be
Winter
so
are gonna
funny.
be matching.
Okay, I would
They're
not.
probably gonna have Dior.
Bro, I would not trust him to do this, but if we left the kids with him for one day and he took care of them, oh my god, that would be so
Love it.
Who is that?
Babe, you're gonna match Winter.
Matching
We're gonna buy
outfits.
y'all matching outfits, babe.
I'm gonna mute myself like that.
You know what? I think Brianna Olsen's baby can survive without Ashley Trevino buying them Dior. Maybe focus on buying your own children food. Just a thought. Also, something I've clocked is that Ashley Trevino does this thing, which I do a little bit as well, to be fair, where everyone who she's around, her accent mutates and it sort of becomes the accent of the people around her. So usually she'd pronounce Santos's name, you know, the Spanish way, Santos, but now that she's around Brianna Olsen, it's Santos.
So we're at Cheesecake Factory and I ordered a burger.
That's the whole TikTok. Why are people posting this is how famous Ashley is, that people think that TikToks like this are worthy of posting. Also, why is Brie laughing? I'm at the Cheesecake Factory and I ordered a burger. That is classic comedy. I love that shit. I went Cheesecake Factory earlier this year, and to be fair, the food is spectacular, but the main courses are fucking huge. Like, the burgers that you get there, the portion sizes are so big that you can't actually enjoy the cheesecake that you get afterwards. So usually, our tactic is just to skip the main courses, go straight for the cheesecake, make sure you get a good meal in before you get to the factory so that you can actually enjoy the cheesecake, because man, that cheesecake was incredible. And for those interested, my favorite cheesecake is just a plain old classic cheesecake. I don't like any of the additives. I think chocolate is excessive. I think all that shit is excessive. Just have the plain old classic cheesecake, maybe with a couple strawberries, a little bit of sauce on top, but nothing extra.
It's like,
Yeah,
He
he's taking
knows.
care of me. Bro, he put me in an Airbnb to make sure that I could see my son. Bro, who's gonna do that? Come on.
like he knows how to take care of the people in that, you know, and whenever we're together, we don't pay for nothing really.
Yeah, he
Like,
does take care of everything.
He takes
makes
care
sure.
of a lot of stuff that we need.
Where's my shit?
If I was to ask him right now, hey, I need $30, guarantee you he would send 50.
Yeah, that's fine.
Like, he's just that type of person.
People just get confused because they see shit online and they're like,
he's not a bad person at all.
young and turnt, I'm telling you, they don't like that.
Two grown single mums arguing over a 19-year-old boy subtly to each other, passive-aggressively, like two high schoolers discussing their crush. It's fucking pathetic. Genuinely fucking pathetic!
I talked to Santos last night, and I talked to that Brie girl last night, too. We FaceTimed, and she was right next to him, but he called me, and he was like, I really care about you, like, don't do this, like, you know. He's like, I never judged you. He's like, quit judging me. He's like, I love you, Ash, like, as, you know, he's like, you do your thing, I do my thing, you know that. He goes, I'm gonna come see you tomorrow. So,
Okay, can somebody please seriously tell me what Ashley is doing with the beans on the table? Is she counting the beans? Why are there beans on the fucking table? I'm just so confused at everything this woman does. Like, what she's saying here, yes, I get it, it's grim, it's weird, but we've covered that already. Let's cover the shit that no one's talking about. Why is she counting beans one by one on the... That's not jewelry. Those are beans. Those aren't like little nuggets of gold or whatever. There's beans on the table that she's fucking counting. If you're making a chili or something, you don't need to count Each individual bean. That's like if I was making a fried rice and I counted every individual grain of fucking rice. Just put the beans in the chili. Okay, I need to calm down. There's a lot of Latino viewers who watch this channel. A lot of Spanish people, a lot of Mexican people, a lot of people who will have more knowledge on beans in your culture. So, I've just clocked that there's very possibly an easier explanation that does not warrant me getting so heated over these bastard beans. So, to all those people who are watching this video who know what she was actually doing with the beans, please, I'm begging of you, I would genuinely really appreciate a quick information in the comments. Tell me what she was doing with the beans. Tell me what you do. Are you making sure there's nothing dangerous in them? Is there some weird tactic that you do for homemade beans that is extra delicious or something? Maybe there is. And you know what? If there is, I apologize for getting so angry.
Special guest for tonight. Merry Christmas to everybody. It's Marilyn and Bree.
We're gonna do speed dating, so you first. Tell them your type. We need a man from Mexico.
I don't know fuck how much.
Oh, now it's heading here. Yeah, it's like 10 minutes. Like 10 minutes.
Y al chile. Me vale verga.
Yapping. He's yapper.
Alright, we'll bring you here in 20 minutes.
Like, it's my little sister's fucking TikTok.
I don't get in the back seat, please. Other way around, babe. I'm grown. Thank you. Santa's?
I'm watching it live right now.
We are mommies. Mommy vibes.
I did 4 toy drives.
Sorry, no Spanish.
I did 4 toy drives this month.
The one Monday? He's not my boyfriend. He wishes.
I wish.
Right? Good.
This whole thing is so dumb. Like, one day, Bree and Ashley are besties. The next day, Ashley is jealous that Bree is with Santos and she isn't. And then one day, Santos is like, oh, I've lost everything. I need to do something different. Well, he didn't, to be fair, he didn't say that, but that is the logical revelation that you would come to after losing fucking everything. Like, oh shit, I fucked up, everything's gone. Clearly, something needs changing. Maybe I should just do exactly what I was doing before that led to everything being taken away from me. Are you insane? Santos is just on a month-long bender before the end of New Year's and we're all watching him do it. That's all this thing is. It's just him fucking around with an audience of millions. Anyway, now I think it's time we actually talk about Brianna Olsen, who she is. We won't go too in-depth because that could be a whole video, but TikToker Becca Day has succinctly put together a quick video describing everything wrong with Brianna Olsen, which we'll talk about right now before we move on to the new Ashley Trevino stuff, because yes, there's still more!
I'll keep this brief because I am literally supposed to be working on a deep dive right now, but there has been something that has been popping up on my For You page all day long, and I just have to say something about it, and it pertains to the two creators, the live streamers, 2K and Brie Olsen. I'm sure you guys have seen their live streams or seen clips from their live streams on here, but basically these two were in a relationship at one point, and they had a child together, and they have been in a custody dispute really since that child was born. I think their child's still under a year old, but as of yesterday, 2K, the father, was awarded primary physical custody of their child and is moving back to his home state of Texas with his child. Will ultimately have that child for 3 weeks out of the month, and then 1 week out of the month he has to go back to Los Angeles where Brie lives so that she can have her visitation.
Man, you know how difficult it is to win full custody over your child as a father? Like, usually judges will give either the mum full custody or at least joint custody if the father has the better end of things. If the father's lucky and they're, you know, a good father, they'll have joint custody. Yeah, she must be really, really fucking bad.
Said child. The reason this is so wild is because, like, especially the mother, Brie Olsen, has made this a spectacle online, and it's been very obvious where each parent's priorities are just by the way they carry themselves and the way they treat their child. But Brie has basically, since this child was born, been saying what a terrible person that her baby's father is, 2K, how he's not a good dad, he's a deadbeat dad, not present in his child's life, just going on and on. But like, we have all seen that he's been a very involved father in this child's life. While Brianna Olsen, instead of being a involved mother to her child, spends more times partying, traveling with her boyfriend, etc., and very obviously uses hard substances regularly. I don't know if people aren't able to understand that people can tell when you're under the influence of certain substances specifically, it's very obvious. Like, very clearly, this woman does not have the emotional maturity or the desire, it seems, to be an active and involved and 110% kind of mom to this child.
I can back that. When I was researching for this video, I didn't know Brianna Olsen had a kid, and when I found out, God, you can color me fucking shocked. I mean, that poor kid, genuinely. Imagine your mum acting like this, crashing out on TikTok Live daily for everybody to see. Thank fuck the father sounds normal and keeps this offline, because for Brianna Olsen to make this whole trial, to keep the kid a huge spectacle, man, it's just not appropriate, is it? Like, we should not know any of this. We really shouldn't. Maybe when Brianna says, oh, the kid's dad is never with my kid, maybe she means, oh, he's never with the kid on TikTok Live. He doesn't flaunt about how he's with the kid whenever he's with the kid, like Brianna probably did. Maybe he just privately spent time with the child like you're fucking supposed to as a dad, or a parent even.
Primary custody is most certainly the best thing that could have happened to that child, but as a mom myself, I'm sitting here thinking, there are 365 days a year, and if you get your child 7 days a month, that means you will see your child 84 days out of the year. And right after this was ruled upon, Brie Olsen is going live and sharing that she doesn't really care, it's not a big deal, she couldn't care less, like, just very nonchalant about something that should devastate any mother.
Yeah, that's insane. Like, I get on the internet, it is like a cool thing to not care. Yeah, I'm getting loads of hate comments. I don't give a fuck. People are trying to cancel me, but guess what? I don't give a fuck. I'm cool with all that. People are gonna watch that and be like, wow. They're so nonchalant and comfortable in their own skin that they will not let words get to them. But this is not one of those situations. When you lose custody of your child, not caring, being nonchalant is not a cool, good, admirable thing. You probably should fucking care that your child is no longer going to be in your life. And if you don't care, then yes, you are indeed a piece of shit. Bum parent.
Was in a live stream talking about how she's actively trying to get pregnant again.
Fuck me, is that why she's hanging around Santos so much? I certainly hope not. But anyway, yeah, that's a quick summary of Brianna Olsen as a person. She's not very fine and dandy now, is she? So if she comes up in this video again and tries to take any form of moral high ground or act like any type of good person, just have this in the back of your mind, will you? I kept it short, but this could be a whole fucking video, genuinely. So big up this TikToker for allowing us to summarize it so succinctly. Go show her some love, but let's carry on with the Santos storyline, baby.
Are you running away to I'm going to my mom's wedding, but it is gonna be pretty dangerous. My passport expired. I can't fly into Mexico, so I have to drive. The CARTEL stop a lot of people on the way where I'm going. But I'm in Laredo right now.
So that makes no sense. I know I have a silly British mind, so I don't know American culture as well as some of you Americans do, but I'm pretty sure, because he's saying there, ooh, my passport is expired so I can no longer fly to Mexico. I have to drive there to get to my mum's wedding. I'm pretty sure you still need a passport to drive to Mexico, because you're still crossing the border of America into a foreign country. You do still need a passport, from as far as I'm aware at least. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty fucking sure you still need a passport. So you're lying about something here, wee Santos. Far be it from me to accuse our trustworthy, incredible protagonist Santos of telling a lie or doing anything immoral, as a matter of fact, but I mean, call me brave, I'm doing it. I'm calling you out.
I've done 4 toy drives this month. What else can I do for y'all not to hate me? 4 toy drives. I'm really putting it out there for y'all. Everything else, send every gift I give back to y'all. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Like, are y'all mentally okay? Something must be wrong. And then more people calling, like imagine the fucking damage you fucking hit.
Oh my god, there's a cowboy in the airport. Yeah, are you guys mentally okay? I'm fine. I'm completely stable. Nothing wrong with me. I'm just sat here crashing out in the airport because I drove somewhere 4 times this month. But you guys, are you mentally? It is a good question, to be fair. People watching Santos's live stream and donating to him, are you mentally okay? Because I'd be willing to bet No. But he's crashing out crazy here. He sounds like a kid playing fucking Call of Duty at 2 a.m. He doesn't want his parents to hear him screaming, so he just sort of whisper screams like, oh my fucking god, why would you do that? You knob, I hate you so much. I'm gonna fucking kill you!
I seen his baby, and you seen the no.
What was that? Ashley Trevino has a song, a new song. What? I didn't know about this. I've got to hear this.
You wanna know how it smells? Ask Santos. He know it smell well. How I knew. I got new. I got new.
I don't want to know how it smelled. You didn't need to tell me. I don't want to ask Santos either. It's not on the forefront of my mind. If I were to ask Santos a couple questions, I would say, where do you think you're going in life, man? I would not ask him, ooh, look, keep this on the down low. I don't want people knowing that I'm curious about this, but how does Ashley Trevino's new smell? I know it might be difficult to believe, but I genuinely am not very interested. I radically have no interest in Ashley Trevino's new. I just don't. I don't want to know how it smell. I don't want to know how it smell. I don't know why you think I do. How can you not fucking how is she not embarrassed? How is she not mortified that this is going to be on the internet forever, man?
Know how it smell? Ask Santos. He know it smell well.
What the
You see the way she closed her eyes there as well, like she was fucking Beyonce.
Hey, yeah, we're gonna play this outside the jail for you.
And my daughter's over here texting me, Ma, I miss you. Can I please stay the night with you?
Yeah, tell her to come.
That's just sad. That's just sad. Like, you're not even pretending to be a good mom anymore. You're not even pretending to be like, oh, I miss my kids. I want my kids to have the best life possible. You're straight up laughing, giddily, like a fucking child at prom, that your child wants to spend time with you. Haha. You see this little wee degenerate? He wants to spend time with his mum. Hey guys, get this. My daughter wants to spend time with me. Get a load of that. What a prick. And guys, I know I don't like Santos. I know I've made that very clear, but I do kind of find it cute the way that he's like welcoming that daughter to come into the household.
Yeah, tell her to come.
It's almost as though there's a little bit of humanity in there, a little bit of like a semblance of a good person.
You need the checkup, not us.
Yeah, what are you on?
It's just so grim. Like, why do I know any of this? Why is this public information? Leave that talk for when the live stream's over. Like, if you're having that type of issue, it's okay. You don't need to say it on live stream for everyone to see. This can be said for fucking 90% of everything they say on the live stream, though. So, if they acted reasonable in the least, there would be nothing. Half the live stream would just be silence. It would just be them going, damn. This alcohol sure is good.
Who's shocked? Another train wreck of a day yesterday by Ash Trevino. I will be giving you the recap so you don't have to go and find it out for yourself, because unfortunately I do. All right, so we start off the day. It's 10:21. She's on live with her daughters eating breakfast. Her daughters are eating freeze-dried Skittles, and one of them is eating mac and cheese with Flaming Hot Cheetos and bean dip, and then she's sitting there being like, I was gonna cook eggs and bacon, but the kids have already eaten. Yeah, nothing like cooking a nutritious meal for your children, all right? Then later on in the day, they're getting ready to go to the mall. One of the daughters starts throwing up. It's actually really sad. Ashley is in her doorway blaring Nunu, her song about her lady parts, and her daughter saying, Mom, I threw up. Like, Mom, seriously, I threw up. Why are you dancing? Why are you dancing? Because Ashley's like, I need my Nunu. I got Nunu. I got Nunu. While her daughter's literally in the hallway saying, Mom, I really don't feel good, like I threw up, why are you dancing, and then the other daughter says, she's still dancing, and then she's like, yes, and then the other daughter said, Alexa, stop, and then turned off the song.
This is the most insane thing ever. Like, I can't believe that this is fucking real. This is like some sci-fi shit. I'd see this is like some Star Wars fucking Jabba the Hutt type shit. I'm sorry I couldn't find the video of this happening, but to be honest with you, do you really want to see a video of Ashley Trevino's daughter throwing up whilst Nunu plays in the background and Ashley doesn't give a fuck about any of it? In fact, the only time that Ashley cares about it is when her magnificent song is turned off. That's the only thing that diverted her attention away from the TikTok live live stream to her daughter throwing up. Probably because she was having fucking Skittles for breakfast. Big up Brielle for that video, by the way. Show her some love. I'm not gonna play the whole thing. I just couldn't find that video, but I needed to put this in the video because of just how insane it is. But yeah, this whole section is gonna be focused on that wee trip that Ashley took with her daughters to an Airbnb, where, again, I can't find videos of the entire thing, but it has been alleged that during this trip, during this party that was live streamed, she would take frequent trips to the bathroom to do, how do I say it with, like, to get around terms of service. I guess she was doing some of that, you know what I mean? I don't know about you guys, but, I really miss my friend Charlie.
What?
Charlie is slang for
Oh, okay. I thought you just randomly had a sentimental moment.
her Airbnb. Her Airbnb address was also apparently leaked, so she had to get security over to, like, help her out. It was just a good old, wholesome family trip to an Airbnb.
I need y'all to help me plan it. I wish I had a party planner. Because once she hits 550, I'm actually buying her a Louis. Her very first Louis.
You don't need a party planner. You need 5 tickets to Alcoholics Anonymous. You need to be sat down in a nice, controlled environment with a bunch of professional people whose sole job it is. They have been trained for decades to help people like you. That's what you need in life right now. You do not need a Louis bag for your daughters. Your daughters need a fucking mum. They need a mum that cooks them food that isn't Skittles and mac and cheese. Probably just microwavable mac and cheese. They need a mum who actually wants to cook for them and not the 19-year-old boys that she has over whenever she wants them.
I'll make her spank y'all ass.
There's one, there's two. The other one's not here, but he's usually with me during the day.
Keep playing, we gonna spank y'all little ass, man.
I'm saying, man.
How do you keep up with all these
Who the fuck are these two characters? I've never seen these guys before. They're probably strangers. I don't know that for sure, but I'd be willing to bet that Ashley Trevino has just invited 2 complete fucking oddball adult strangers into the house to spank her whilst her children are still in the Airbnb with her on live for millions of people to see. I don't ever want to tune into an Ashley Trevino live stream and hear the words, "I'm gonna spank your little ass." As a matter of fact, I would say like 99 out of 100 live streams, I do not want to hear those words uttered if I enter them. How does she think this is appropriate? Who the fuck are these people? Her children are in the fucking Airbnb with her.
Y'all need to find like what y'all fuck with and then just influence from there, you know? But y'all got it. Like,
This girl right here has such a personality, and this girl and this girl right here has like a big bro.
Okay, so that girl there is Miss Gold, who is yet another character who has been introduced to the storyline of Ashley Trevino, I guess the ATCU. And she seems to be getting along with Ashley's kids better than Ashley herself. Maybe because she's actually a decent fucking human being who cares a little bit about the people around her. And for some reason, this seems to make Ashley very angry, very jealous, in fact. I mean, I don't know why. She doesn't seem to give a fuck about them 99% of the time. 100% of the time, even. Let's not give her any benefit of the doubt here. She was literally dancing on live stream happily whilst her daughter was in the background vomiting the Skittles they had for breakfast with the background noise of her song about her pussy playing. And the worst thing is, that is like the most mild, unsurprising, least threatening thing that's happened in this video, which, by the way, I'm looking at the runtime on my camera, is shaping up to be insanely long. I was not expecting this. I wanted to go out today. I don't even know if that's going to be fucking possible anymore.
As soon as we got together, me and them clicked like this. Like, it felt like an actual sleepover. But it literally, like, last night, Goldie, she was, like, literally laying on me, you guys. Like, she was laying on me, you know? And it just felt like I had a sister, you know? I mean, I have a sister, but I'm not close to her. So it's like I had that sister right there next to me, you know? And it gets healing you in certain ways. It is, you know, like I said, I have a sister. Thank you for the galaxy. I have a sister, but I'm not close to her. So it's like...
Okay, first of all, big up your sister for not being close to you. She's probably a decent fucking human being, purely based on the fact that she wants nothing to do with you. I know that sounds harsh, but can you really disagree with me now? Secondly, why do you have this habit of meeting people and within 10 minutes going on live stream and raving on about how great they are? Oh my god, guys, I just met this new person. His name's Santos, and he's incredible. He's just the most awesome, godly guy I've ever met in my entire life. We've been on we've not even met each other yet. They've not even met each other yet at that point. And she was already raving on about how fucking great they are. Maybe it just goes to show how little affection she gets from the people around her, because, I mean, she doesn't deserve any, but it just goes to show how little she gets, because the second she gets even a little bit of affection or attention or, I guess, I don't know, friendliness, she eats it up like a hungry person. Yes, my improv still needs work. I'm working on it. I'm not scripting these videos because that would be insane. They're like 2 hours long.
We still we were like this. We did not fight. We did not, we literally were just laughing and talking the whole time, and Santos was just there. But him too, he's like a brother. And he's just, me and Goldie were saying, we have to feel like we have to keep him on his feet too, because this boy, he's just you let him do one thing and he's gonna take it.
Santos is like a brother. Do you usually shag your brothers? Do you usually write songs about your brother's penis? Do you usually dance to songs that you've written and produced and made about your brother seeing your pussy? Because from the outside looking in, it does not seem as though Santos is a brother to you. It seems as though it's a bit of unrequited love. It seems as though you have a fucking crush on him. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't have a crush on my brothers. I don't know what you get up to, Ashley, in your silly backwoods world, but that's what it sounds like to me, and that's really weird. It's really, really weird and incesty what you're talking about right now.
Yes, what are we gonna cook, babe?
I don't know. We're gonna have to decide on it.
I want to cook something Mexican.
Ooh, what's your rice? Hey, no, my baby.
Hey, rice, baby. I love it when people cook for me and not their children. That is absolutely deserving of a way. I've just found the official Nunu song, by the way, guys. I know this is scattered, but don't worry. I won't break monotony too much because I will not be reacting to it. I'm sorry for all the people who really wanted to see my reaction to the Nunu song, but I'm gonna have to leave you disappointed. Subscribe anyway, though. I mean, surely you have to understand why I'm not watching it. I just genuinely, there's no excuse here. I just actually don't want to.
Oh, thank you, babe. Guys, look. She made me tacos.
Why did she edge us there? She was about to eat it and then she just took it away right at the last second. Oh my god, guys, look at this incredible burrito I have in my hands. I can't wait to eat this. It looks scrum-diddly-umptious. Oh, you silly sausage, you. You really thought I was going to eat that bean burrito? You fucking idiot. I'm going to wait and save it till later, like a good normal Samaritan. Anyway, next in the storyline is Perez Hilton's interview with Ashley Trevino, because yes, this whole thing is so engaging that even Perez Hilton is engaged in this deeply immersive story.
I'm trying to get my own reality TV show.
Well, keep it up. I feel like you will.
I hope I can one day. I hope a producer's like, Ash, we need you. I'm like, yes, I'm right there.
You've not had anybody reach out to you yet?
I don't think so. I mean, I don't know. I don't check my messages.
Oh, you have to get at least an email or something.
Yeah, I mean, I've had podcasts reach out to me, but that's
So you don't check your messages, but you know that podcasts have reached out to you. Do you have a fucking manager? No. I think this is another lie. Yet another lie. You are a liar. Everything you say is a lie. And whenever you do tell the truth, it is a truth that should not be told. Oh yeah, I just love Santos. He's so hot. He's also 19 years old. You are a horrible, horrible little woman. Genuinely, so horrible. You might not get a reality TV show done about you, but I do think you might get a true crime documentary done about you. You'll either be the perpetrator who crashed out at some point and just did an immense amount of crimes and killed a bunch of people, or you'll be the victim because one of the inmates that you've been dating got out of prison, found out everything that was going on, and was so fucking livid at you for being an annoying wee woman that they just straight up killed you. That might be a bit too far, but I would not be surprised if one of those inmates is back in blood. The thing is, right, when you date this many inmates and fuck around with this many inmates, it is genuinely quite dangerous.
I've always been with inmates since 2019.
Why? What would a psychologist say is the reasoning behind that?
To be honest, I mean, growing up, I was always visiting prisons because my dad's best friend was in prison. And I just
That's the only type of area that I really knew. And then like dating people in prison was all I wanted.
That makes no sense. It makes no fucking... What is she even talking about? It was the only place I knew. Bullshit. Was a prison the only place you traveled to? It was the only place I knew. What about the fucking car journey to the prison? Surely you passed by places, yeah? Did you ever go to McDonald's? Could you not have found love in a fucking McDonald's? It doesn't need to be a prison.
God, you gotta find a way to get a connect. You know how you get your reality show? You need to maneuver into the Menendez brothers.
I want to. Can you give me the hookup with them?
I don't have, actually I do. I know they're a lawyer, but they're not gonna facilitate that, you know? You gotta just write them letters. Write them letters.
I'm gonna write them.
Look at how excited she gets at the prospect of hooking up with the fucking Menendez brothers. I'm not going to explain what they did in this video because it'll probably get demonetized, but if you're curious, look it up and you will realize how fucking disgusting what she is actually saying there is. Although, to be fair, a lot of the inmates that she has dated have been banged up for worse crimes than the Menendez brothers. So it's nothing new to her. I'm not even fucking joking. She's that grim.
So how old, your oldest is how old?
Almost 16.
So what does your 16-year-old think about this newfound internet celebrity?
She doesn't like it. She's so quiet. She's so shy. She doesn't like the spotlight because when we go to the mall, it's not normal no more. People are always like, can I take a picture? Can I take a picture? Or they're recording us and she doesn't like it.
Wait,
God, what an uptight wee bastard. Come on, wee girl. Learn to live with the fact that your mother is a famous, well-renowned, respected celebrity who you need to look up to. You want to be just like her when you're older. She's your goddamn hero, isn't she? Ashley, how can you say that with a straight face and not be horrifically embarrassed at the shithole of a mother that you actually are? Fuck me, I can't believe this shit. Sitting there talking about, ooh, my daughter doesn't like that I talk about the genitalia of 19-year-old boys online and people know me for it in the mall. If going to the mall isn't normal anymore, that means she gets recognized a fuck ton. I've got no words. I'm actually speechless. I've been recording for like 2.5 hours and somehow it just keeps getting worse.
That like Bad Girls Club, like that's too like, I don't want to say it on here because they're gonna think I'm like saying something wrong.
So do you feel pressure now that you've gotten all this attention to like keep bringing the drama, or you're just like, how are you
I just live
approaching things?
my life like day to day. I'm a normal person, but it's like I honestly don't like that we can't live a normal life anymore. Like anywhere I go, I have to have my security with us, and it's like I can't even go grocery shopping. Like I have to do it online. DoorDash.
Oh, you're such a victim. I feel so bad for you, Ashley Trevino. Also, you are anything but a normal person. Everything you say is silly. I've mentioned this in the last video. You're just a silly person. Everything you say is silly. That's why I genuinely believe that you're on purposefully being such a shitbag, an unlikable fucking arsehole who everyone hates. Because you know that's how you get the most views. I'm not surprised you have security everywhere you go, because people fucking hate you. And you date inmates for a living. A lot of them are very, very dangerous. I hope your security is good, genuinely, because you are in actual danger a lot of the time that you leave the house. And you're putting your daughters in that situation as well. You need to show some sort of sorrow, some fucking accountability, but there's none of it. And you live stream so often that even if there was some of it and you just didn't want to show it to everyone, it would show at some point. It would seep through your fucking pores if you were actually human about it. There's something wrong with you. You need to go to therapy. You need to leave TikTok alone. You need to try and actually live a normal life, because what you're doing now, as much as you say you live a normal life, I can't stress enough how abnormal you are.
And now my kids are homeschooled.
Really? Because they were like getting picked on in school?
They just don't like the public life of knowing like that their mom is on social media. But it's like, I didn't even mean to bring this on them. It just happened.
This is more than their mum just being on social media. I don't need to explain what it actually is, because I'm sure we can all agree that this is more than that. It's not that simple. And for you to kid yourself into thinking it is that simple and blame your daughters for not wanting something so simple, it's just a minor inconvenience, just goes to show how little of a shit you actually give about your daughters. I will say though, at least they're homeschooled, so they're not getting fucking bullied by everyone around them. I guess that is a good thing, maybe.
And how What's like your biggest moneymaker? TikTok Live, TikTok videos?
So right now it's between my videos and my subscriptions.
Oh, do you go live sometimes just for subscribers?
I go live all the time on subscriber only.
Oh, okay. I should do that more often myself.
You'll make a lot.
Do you have a spicy page? You know what I mean?
I do want to go get I do have an OF.
Wow, stay tuned for that one, folks. In the plot twist of the century, Ashley Trevino has an OnlyFans. I'm not being funny here, but that might be the least profitable business venture ever. No businessman will look at Ashley Trevino and go, you know what? You know what you could really use in life? An OnlyFans. That's what you need. That's what the people want. Anybody who actually does want that, by the way, you need to be checked out. You are a dodgy individual. I'm not joking. If you want that, leave the channel. Don't watch this video. I don't want you here. I'll say it again for the people in the back, and I'll say it again so that people really understand that I don't want you here. Not you, but him. The one that he's the one that wants the OnlyFans. I don't want him. You're good. But him, fuck off. Seriously.
Shawty Bay talk about me.
Oh, I know her. I mean, I don't know her, but I've seen her stuff.
But other than that, like, everybody else is irrelevant. They're small people. So, like, they're not in my class.
That's me. She's talking about me, guys. I'm not in Ashley Trevino's class. And you know what? If that is true, which I'm not even going to use it. If it is true, I'm not in Ashley Trevino's class. And I could not be fucking happier about it. Because if I was, if people classed me and Ashley Trevino in the same class, I think I'd kill myself. No sugarcoating, no word of a lie. If I was in the same class as Ashley Trevino, I would genuinely, at the very least, consider suicide. That might be a bit far. It's only far because I said it with no smile, so it really did sound serious. And hey man, who's to say it's not? Now, realistically, I wouldn't do that, but I would punish myself on a daily basis. Like, every day, I wake up, I brush my teeth, and then I get whoever's in my house to kick me in the balls as hard as possible. I'll get my roommate to do it or whatever, because that is what I would deserve if I was in the same class as Ashley. And I would do it with a smile on my face, because I know that justice is being served.
Can we share the live? My mods, share to the team, guys.
Oh my god, no. Oh, bad bitch, don't cry, you're a bad bitch. No, don't cry, you're a bad bitch. Oh my god, I know. Oh my god.
Now, obviously I'm not one, big shock, I know, but is this how girls comfort each other when one of them breaks out into tears? No, it's okay, you're a bad bitch, you're a bad bitch, you're a bad bitch, you're a bad bitch. Is that what happens? Is that what you guys do? Because if so, I kind of dig it. Like, if one of my guy friends told me that when I started crying, I think I honestly, I genuinely would immediately stop and I'd be like, you know what? I fucking am. Thank you for that one, mate. Now let's go do some manly shit, like drink a beer and have some golf, like the true bad bitch that I am. Anyway, you're probably wondering, why the fuck was Ashley crying that much? Because that was serious. That was not acting. And if it was, Ashley, you need to quit this TikTok shit and start a career in acting, because that was genuinely some Oscar-worthy, really impressive shit there. I'm gonna put that aside. I don't think she's that good of a performer. I do think it was real, genuine tears. It was serious. What the fuck happened? Miss Gold kind of explains what it was, so let's hear her out.
And she finally got a message from her mother-in-law, and so she's going through that right now. She's dealing with that. Whenever she comes back, I'll let her tell y'all what's going on. But right now, I was doing her makeup, and then she started crying and stuff. But for the right reasons. Like, that's a lot to handle, but I'll let her tell y'all.
Just a heads up or a reminder, in fact, that her mother-in-law is obviously the mother of the inmate that Ashley is still legally married to, and it was alleged that that inmate injured themselves or something. I think they're fine, I think they're alive, but they were injured, and Ashley started crying. So, honestly, you can make of that what you will, but we're gonna move on to this incredible video. Yes, guys, that does answer the burning question in all of our minds. Santos is indeed able to, I guess, get bitches, if we want to use his terminology. And by get bitches, I obviously mean sit down on a bench somewhere and record 2 girls on a TikTok, because I guess that means you got them, for lack of a better term. But anyway, now that that burning question has been answered, I think we're actually going to leave this video here. It's been a real roller coaster, it's been a very long one, and guess what? There's so much more on my notes that I still haven't covered yet, so if you guys want another video on Ashley Trevino, be sure to tell me in the comments. For now though, hopefully you enjoyed this one. If you did, be sure to subscribe. If you made it this far, you might as well fucking subscribe. If you made it this far and you're not subscribed, That's honestly a little bit creepy. Like, why are you watching so much of someone that you don't even like or enjoy? But nah, all jokes aside, genuinely hope you enjoyed. Thank you all so much for watching, and I appreciate you all. So yeah, I hope you have a lovely day, and I'll catch you all later in the next video, hopefully. Bye.